Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
After being down by 17, Heartbreak City. Holy mackerel. From the corner, and it's over. Gonzaga, the flipper still fits. They win it, 73-72.
Look at the clock, and when you're sleepless in Seattle, why not get a little kiss? Gus! Oh, nature! Onions!
Nicholas, the senior, with 2 seconds. Here it goes for the win. Yes! Maryland has done it. Maryland on to the second round in a most heroic finish.
Good morning. Happy Thursday to you. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch again away from the studio.
We're going to get kicked out no matter what.
In Houston, Texas for the Sweet 16.
Don't need a speaker today.
Tipping off in just over 12 hours from right now, a half mile from where we're at, the Courtyard Marriott in downtown Houston. The Toyota's in just a half mile away. We're pumped up. We're fired up today.
It looked like Tony White just walked by. Did you see that guy?
I think it was.
He looked like Tony White,
Hope he stops it.
former Nebraska defensive coordinator.
He should come in here.
Cheer on the Huskers. That'd be awesome.
Maybe.
Maybe he's here. I don't know.
I think he's at Florida State.
It's
now.
He's probably busy. Probably
You should
spring
still
ball.
support the guys.
Here we are.
Here we are.
We're in a lobby. Try to describe this. This is amazing.
Well,
Jake.
so we're basically in a hallway. And I don't know if we're supposed to be here. It doesn't appear.
Well, look at the setup we're supposed
At
to
any
be.
moment, we could be shut
Yeah,
down.
yes. We had someone stop by. We thought we were secured. Name again?
Brian.
Brian. Brian stopped by, so we
Yes,
thought we secured
Brian.
because we were talking to the manager of the Marriott. He's not.
He's a breaker.
He's a breaker
He's
who
a
works for.
loyal
He runs a dairy company. Yes, and so we thought maybe that would have helped secure us, but it's not.
Brian's
So-
from Dallas. He drove in. He's staying at a hotel 15 miles away, and he's here for the show this morning.
Yes, that was
And we were. Thank you, Brian.
Yes, thank you very,
All
very
serious.
much.
Now we're going to make fun of you for about a half
hour.
hour. So.
This is part of the show. What we do.
Sip didn't talk to him. He was taken back because
He shakes our hands.
because if you look close, can you see Sip's behind a red velvet rope? It's like
I'm going to show
the
that to people.
the
Yeah.
VIP rope.
There's
He's
the
behind it.
rope over
There it
there.
is. He's behind a VIP rope, and Brian kind of just circumvented the situation. He came right around.
Ignored the rope.
He
That rope's
ignored
not
the
going to
rope.
stop me.
Yes.
He violated the rope.
The velvet rope.
He's also showed us he's drinking coffee without coffee right now. which
There's
is-
a rope
it's okay.
violation. This is an amazing little setup, right?
It is. Pretty easy to get around it.
It's like me and Mike Reiser having our
Yeah.
our little kitchen that we play in.
Yeah, the easy bake oven downstairs. Don't go. Hey, you can't go through the rope.
No,
No, not at all roped off.
Jake, this is amazing.
Yeah, I was talking to the GM of the hotels. He said, this is probably the best spot where it's not going to be overly loud. I didn't bring my speakers, so we don't have the speaker, which is fine. But obviously, we like being outside. It's just not a great spot outside because this is all parking and valet, and this area has no power to it outside. So that's why this is the best location for us to not annoy the most people who are coming down for breakfast.
There'll be people coming. We're on till 9, right?
We are on till 9, as we are every day.
Maybe they'll every day. Maybe they'll bring us
weekday.
Danish or something.
Maybe
Maybe some sort of a pastry.
we'll get some coffee later.
We'll get some coffee after this first
I
break.
think the
It'll be great.
coffee's starts at it starts at 6.
It is 6:05, so coffee's available. We'll get that after the break.
Yeah.
I have to say also, I think this is probably the nicest people I've ever met at a hotel. When Bill was here checking in with me in Austin yesterday, the gal up front in the Courtyard was just so happy and so kind, just full of energy. And I'm like, all right, she wants us to be here. She's happy. It's very easy to be a curmudgeon and be cranky. Not her.
That's for sure.
She was so happy.
Here's how good she was.
Yep.
That I went back down later to ask a question. Well, I was trying to track Jake because he had taken off on a pilgrimage, and
It was
so
a
I go,
pilgrimage.
"Have you ever heard of it?" And I walked down and she goes, "Hi, Mr. Bill."
Yeah.
remembered my name.
Yep.
Wow.
Then I had to go back by her again later, and then I stopped her and I said, "Are you working tomorrow?" She goes, I work tomorrow during the day." I said, "I'm stopping by to talk to your boss to get you a raise."
Absolutely.
I did. So
You're
I said,
getting a lot of people raises.
"You get a lot of people raises."
How about you work on me? By the way. Anyway,
Yeah.
okay. So where'd you check into? Which of these?
So I'm at the Spring Hill. Bill and Austin are at the Courtyard, but obviously the same
Very
exact
confused.
building.
okay.
Just,
So
there's just
really
this
no
lobby
difference.
connect-
Yeah,
the lobby connects the hotel.
It's like being in it's like all of a sudden, well, you're in Millard. When did I get into Millard? I don't know.
This is we got to describe this to people. This hotel, there's a Spring Hill Suites, there's a Marriott and a Residence Inn.
correct.
It's all in one.
That's right.
And there's 3 separate desks.
Yes.
There's three. There's
But,
3
but,
separate
but they're all,
desks.
it's all connected inside, though.
Yeah.
Like I walked the courtyard through this little, like our little lobby area, right where we're into the Spring Hill Suites right over here. Very
Yeah.
simple.
I went and bought this at the desk that wasn't. I think. What am I in? Am I in the Spring Hill Suites?
If you're over here at the Spring Hill Suites,
So I walked over to the Residence Inn and bought this.
I also bought some candied pecans over there as well.
Yeah.
Residence Inn. So we're in the Residence Inn.
No, but this is the
We're in
lobby
the courtyard.
This is the Courtyard, Spring Hill Suites, and then Residence Inn. I think is that way still.
Okay.
One
Okay.
more.
One more over.
On the other
One
end.
more over.
So that's why
But it is all connected.
Yeah.
But it's all media hotel.
You
This
could
is
have
great.
called it just one name because you never know you're from one hotel to the other.
Except there's 3 front desks.
Yes,
It's true,
yes.
but they were nice over here too. It's very, very kind over here.
Yeah.
I'm not getting called Mr. Bill or Mr. Jake, but that she called him Mr. Bill from the moment she saw him.
Yeah.
So I respect that.
It's pretty
She's great.
fired up. I liked it. I did also think I did some mathematics. I don't know,
Mathematics and what?
1,500. I don't know, a couple thousand. I think probably flights I've had in my life because recruiting was a lot of flying. That was part of your daily business, and then you had some other trips, and then maybe some vacations. So a lot of flights. So in my whatever flights of 30 plus years, never once have I been confused really like how to get to where I need to be.
Yeah.
It's not that hard of a deal.
When this would come
Yeah,
up.
yeah. And so I'm going, we get there and I've got the youth with me, Jake, and I'm like, oh, we're parking on the south side. I always park on the north side on the rooftop. He goes, yeah, that'd be nice. But we're on the south because we got to meet Austin here, and we're in the south, and we're in the south terminal. I go, sounds great. We walk in, get through the deal. Jake goes, I got to go downstairs and talk and see
the bag
see
situation.
the bag situation like that. So I go, I'm going because TSA. I don't know what's going on. I go, I'm making my move.
Right.
So I get there, no line,
No
whatever.
line, right.
No, I'm right through TSA. All redressed, all good. Finally get my phone, all that stuff back. I look at my phone, Jake. Hey, get out of there, like there. You're in the wrong side.
I left him already,
we're in the
too.
north
Wrong terminal.
We're in the north. I'm like, we're in the north terminal, and I've already been through a very aggressive pat down too. I might say, yeah, it's a very aggressive.
I get a text back from that too.
So you know, remember in Omaha, the top part, it's not connected anymore.
No.
You have to go outside, walk through a construction zone
You do.
to get back over to get up top like that. I'm like, we didn't know.
I told
I'm
him
surprised you made it on
over
time.
like 2,500 flights I've done in my life. I've never once been in the wrong terminal until Jake sends me into the wrong terminal. And I got through security. Oh.
I told him this will probably make the show tomorrow. The fact that Bill, I let him astray at the airport, not intentionally by any means.
Just drop me off.
What airline were we on?
We were on United. I didn't check that ahead of time to see that which term. Because I flew out of the South Terminal last time I flew in March. Didn't think that was a different airline, but apparently it was.
Yes.
So Bill did find his way.
There's different terminals and different airlines.
I
Jake.
know.
When you get a ticket, it's not always the same. That's why there's competition. There's Southwest and Delta and a lot of different airlines.
Was there any time stress? Did you?
No, we were fine with that.
So you were.
We were
early.
not stressed at all. We had time to still talk to some breakers inside the
Jake then had a
airport.
panic attack. I haven't had a beer yet, and the area was packed. The lounge area of the hotel, of the airport.
Oh, yeah.
North was.
Usually
I
is,
mean, it
yeah.
was packed.
Yeah, it was packed.
We couldn't get in there, which is another. I just bring up as a bugaboo. 2 or 3 guys there, not eating, not drinking, using up a table on their laptop. And I'm like, no, get out.
Ooh.
They were not. They just picked a spot there just to kind of set up shop.
I've done that.
I mean, yeah, I don't like you.
Well, maybe if it's empty,
but
if it's packed,
a lot of times
take
there's
them.
it was standing room only in there. It was insane.
And we had to stand drinking a beer,
So
talking to people from Pender.
What time was this?
Oh, it was about 12:30.
We found a place I go, Jake, let's just sit out here. Then Jake he was nervous. I go, just go get a beer. I'll watch your stuff. Then Jake comes back. He goes, you got to get over here. You got to get over here right now. There's Pender people here. So, and they were all breakers. So that was great.
I didn't intend to bring Bill over, but when the fact is, we're in the airport, I'm talking to random people from Pender. Said, all right, he probably needs to come over and assess the situation. And we've talked to people.
Major breakers.
You've never flown together.
We have not flown
together. This will be our first time.
That's quite
it started off with me leaving him in the wrong terminal, so it was a great start to the trip. We did drive the ticket van up to Omaha. There's
photos of it. Me and Jake drove the ticket van.
It's parked right now in the Omaha airport.
Yes.
So
is that because you had equipment?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, also my car is getting worked on. The starter situation I'm finally dealing with as I'm gone for a couple of days.
Well,
I finally, after 4 or 5 months of fighting it, of getting it fixed right now.
Where did you go?
My friend.
Okay.
My friend's place. He's very good.
It was an unfair question.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Steve will do that, and then they'll ask you what his name is and make sure his wife's name, and you don't know, and then you feel stupid. It's a big thing for him. He really gets excited when he can put you on the spot on live radio, and you don't have the answers.
He has the answers. The reason it was on the spot is because he probably doesn't want to.
But now you're going to have to address this also with Greg, right. because you did this. Well, you went past Greg.
Yeah, you went over Greg.
But
I haven't heard from Greg.
You did it with the fob. I mean, with the battery, and you went right around him, and you said maybe just call someone that's an expert, and you went in that. So that caused what a 2 week. It was a rift. It was a rift for a couple of weeks.
It's awkward.
I would say this: if you text Greg anything about your starter on the Honda, you're looking at about a 19-page email.
I got a long text back from Greg.
Yeah, you get a lot of information that came in, and he might just start with, well, we're going to take the back doors off first. We're going to see if that does anything.
Don't do this.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot.
Don't do this.
No, Greg's my hero.
Right.
I never went after him on live radio.
That's true. He provides donuts to us and rolls. We want to have
a lot of different things.
Everything. He's great. He's very helpful.
Yes.
By the way, I see in the YouTube chat, guess who's headed our way with 3 other people? Phil Ruhlman's on his way over here.
Phil Ruhlman's going to stop over. I wonder if he's got any sort of Ruhlman snacks.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You are hungry, aren't you?
What's that?
He's a steak right now.
Oh, not really that hungry. Coffee would be kind of nice, like that. A small. This is when
These are over.
This is when you wish Gregor McSafety would make an appearance. Yes, right now. If McSafety came around the corner right now, I'd lose it. In his cargo shorts.
That'd be amazing. McSafety
with a box of donuts from Lexington.
Just drove down this morning. 15 hours.
This big safety truck with a cattle guard on front.
Oh God,
that'd be nice to see those guys.
Yes,
you were here before.
Brian's here.
Yeah, Brian's here from Dallas. You were already here on Tuesday. Sip, what'd you do yesterday? We traveled.
Yeah, tell us about what's going on with the team.
I didn't listen. I went to the press conferences. I went to the press conference for Iowa, and had to write something.
You're on the opponent.
Three key points.
Yes. 3 key points on Iowa basketball. Oh, hold on. So they had McCollum, Bennett Sturts.
Was there a stare down?
I think he stared at me.
Did he?
I hope he did. So we can confirm this.
And I felt like McCollum, my question, he gave really good answers to everybody's questions but mine. And maybe
what did he say back?
Maybe I'm being paranoid. So it was Ben McCollum, Sturt, and then Jake the center, like Manwanyu.
Yeah, Manoir,
something like that.
Yeah.
So it was those guys. It wasn't any major stuff. I mean, there's not much left to be said. I thought he was reasonably interesting answering the question about, does Nebraska have an advantage being done Saturday? You were done Sunday. Then you had a quick turnaround to be here Tuesday. And he says this level's really bougie. Like you just get something from your ops guy that says, you got to be at the airport this time. Everything's taken care of. All the food's taken care of. Just bring your computer. We'll get you to the airplane. Then when you get on the airplane, everything's ready. Then when you get to the hotel, everything's ready. He said it's not really hard at this level.
There's a lot of truth to that.
Yeah.
It's not
everything's taken care of.
There's a lot of truth to that. Do you see Underwood discuss that also? They asked him about what it was like coming here to play Houston and like that, and he's like, I used to be a junior college coach driving a 16-passenger van, from Kansas all the way to Mesa, Arizona. He said that was real. This is the same thing. He's like,
Bougie.
what? Yeah, it's pretty easy. Everything about it. When you want what the players get for food and travel and how all that is all set up,
Right.
it is really good. Probably the only difference would just be when I said a day difference is maybe a little bit more recovery time, a little more prep time. That's about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, the travel stuff.
No, that's real,
yeah.
though.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. No matter what, you do get another day. And like I said, I would have enjoyed to have watched if I was a coach. Whenever I was coaching players during a bye week or anytime something was coming on, we had some sort of critical game coming up. I was always texting my players right away in the morning. Hey, Auburn, Alabama's on at 2:30. Make sure you're watching. Mm-hmm. And I'd text my players during the game, like, hey, what did you think on the? Because you get a chance to sit and watch the game just as it unfolds. You get a feel for a team. I was telling someone the other day, I said every Friday night, especially at LSU, I would show them TV copy because you get to see just what the mannerisms of the quarterback is in the huddle or coming out, or you see substitution patterns. You don't see that on game film. You don't see any of that. So I'd always show them 30 minutes the first quarter of I'd cut it up of game film. So if you're watching, you will get something off a TV copy that you're going, hey, that's especially in football. That's interesting. Did you notice this? Did you see? And that's where you see hand signals from a quarterback to a wide receiver, different things, all those little different things, mannerisms you get to watch. So I don't know if I think it's always an advantage to be able to watch a TV copy, and then you'll delve into your true copies of the game.
McCollum also addressed his little back and forth with Todd Golden.
Ooh, I want to hear about this.
Yeah, we'll have that.
Do you know what happened?
Yes, there was a little spat there, wasn't there?
They're going at each other.
It was after the punch, right?
Yeah.
It was after
I
the
think
punch.
Was it?
Yes.
I think it was.
What it appeared to me was after the punch was thrown
By Fulgaris.
that somebody showed on the iPad showed that clip to Todd Golden. If you look over there, he's looking at something, and then that's where he turns and goes after McCollum, which is kind of funny because I don't think McCollum threw a punch to my knowledge.
No.
So I don't.
No. Ben McCollum said he moved on quickly, but that he felt like it was appropriate what he did. That in a sense that you can't back down. But he says you got to use discretion. You can't be going at coaches all the time. It's a bad look if you guys, you're pointing at this other sideline all the time. But he said in that instance it was probably okay. McCollum is going to be a pain in Nebraska.
Yes, he is.
You know
He'd
what?
be a pain in everybody's butt.
Yeah, I believe that they got a guy, a 44-year-old guy that could be there for 20 years
and be very successful.
Yeah, they hire guys like that. They hire guys. It's almost like they say we're going to find a guy that can be here for 20 years.
We don't want to fire you. Just stick around.
I mean, they have longevity a lot.
There was no press conference Wednesday night, even though he was very successful at Northwest Missouri National Championships. When he was at one year at Drake, right?
1 year at Drake.
1 year at Drake.
Yep.
So it wasn't like, well, they got the Drake guy.
Nope.
How'd they do it?
No.
How did they get the Drake guy to come to? I mean, nope, it wasn't.
No, it's not a win the press conference
No,
guy.
which is a note to athletic directors.
Hey, it's funny you say that because that's what Sean Callahan said yesterday. That he's not win the press conference now.
Yeah, he's not.
He's just a ball coach, but I think he's going to be like. I'm glad to hear Jake say that. I think he's going to be formidable. I think they're already better.
They're in the Sweet 16 for the first time since 1999.
Right.
His first year, I think they're pretty formidable.
Last year, there's zero defense, just run up and just chucking up.
Fran didn't play defense.
Trying to get.
I didn't understand Fran.
The goal was try to get to 96.
Yep.
If we get to 96,
we should win.
Anything under 90, guys. I don't know if we can win.
The thing about Fran though, super likable.
Oh yeah, great guy.
5 teams to the tournament, though.
Oh yeah, it's true.
5 teams to the tournament.
You can coach ball. It just doesn't really fit the Big Ten, maybe the way his play would work.
Yeah. So it was McCollum, those guys, and now Fred Hoiberg addressed to me. I wasn't in on the Nebraska session because I was writing. So I don't know what was going on.
Well, we'll get to his audio in a second.
Oh,
I got
good.
some audio
Good.
for
Oh,
you
good.
that.
I'd like to hear it.
We'll get some in a little bit.
So this is Fred.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steve, you know him.
Yeah. I'd like to hear from Fred Hoiberg. So that was the setup yesterday. Did you guys walk by the Toyota Center?
I saw it over. I did not walk right near it, but I know exactly where it's at. It is very, very nearby. It's very
I'm hoping
convenient.
when I ask the front desk, they have some idea. Because I asked for
No,
Jake.
here's what you do.
Well,
You just walk down Polk.
I want to know
Just
which
walk
one's
It's right here.
Yeah.
And then
Or you walk down Main. Okay, hold on.
This is Dallas Street right here.
This is yeah.
Well,
Stop! No, don't do this. Stop! Everyone,
Oh,
just
that's
stop.
That's Dallas Street.
Yeah,
that's
no.
down. You
Where-
walk down Main to Polk
There we
and go straight. And what occurs to you is, oh, that's the Toyota Center where the Houston Rockets play. It's not nearly as nice as PBA. Like
Whoa.
all these arenas we go to, like it's not as nice as PBA.
Oh, that was the same way in OKC.
Yeah,
Also,
100%.
If you drove by the arena in OKC, you would, and PBA stands out, like you see it from. It's almost like some sort of a Star Wars theme plays when you're driving in, like from 5 miles out, and you see it.
See it off.
It's just like whoa! It's just like that.
Then
When you
how's Paycom Center?
Oh,
there it is. I'll be damned.
Oh, yeah, be damned. Is that must be their old center?
No, that's the one they're still playing in.
and it's you
Do they play high school games there?
Yeah. It's sunken down in, so it's not,
Same.
and that's why this is the same way.
Same. This one just appears like out of the trees.
Yes,
I mean, it's like, oh, this is it. Okay.
Paycom was the exact same way.
Yeah.
Kind of brick from looks like someone in the 70s. Like
Yeah. This looks like the 70s.
somebody from Columbus came down to OKC and they bricked the arena, and so
But anyway, anywho, yeah, you won't be overwhelmed by the arena. The media setup is in the old. Now, Bill would be more interested in this than you, Jake. The media area set up in the old practice facility for the Houston Rockets. Now they have their own. They have another facility now that's away from that arena, but it is kind of cool. That's where like Olajuwon practice and Tom Jonovich and Calvin
Rudy
Murphy,
T.
and I think Clyde Drexler.
Kenny
Moses
the Jet.
Malone.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was kind of cool. In my opinion, I was freaked out by it.
The media center at OKC was like in the bowels of the arena.
Same
Same.
setup.
You had to kind of maneuver your way around.
Same setup. Probably, yeah, very similar setup.
That is Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at 738 Ag. They don't guess, they game plan using forecast yield maps and field data. They help farmers call the right shots for their ground number today at 738AgLLC.com.
Still somewhat amazed that Brian doesn't work for the Marriott. The way he came around and came right around the road.
He seemed very official.
He seemed very official.
You could portray yourself that way very easily. I am the
For
manager.
the rest of the day, just walk
Dallas.
around here and just check on people.
Oh.
Hey, you doing okay? You all right? That'd be good. I think you walk by the people at the front desk, and they would respond to him. Everything going good here? We good? Fans all checked in? Good, nice.
If he put khakis on, it's over.
It's over. Yeah.
You are the manager.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to say hi, we're be at 9 a.m. at 916 Dallas Street. It's the Courtyard Marriott / Spring Hill Suites. We don't have like a great seating area here. Brian has found one of the two seats, but you can't stand up and watch. The Romans are on the way, apparently.
You can sit on that. You can sit
I was
on
told that
that.
Charlie Cologne might stop by this morning also.
I wonder if
Chick-fil-A.
Wonder if Charlie has some
He's got connections.
some Chick-fil-A.
There's a
with
Chick-fil-A like a couple
You
blocks
are
away.
hungry, aren't you?
No, I just try to take advantage of situations.
You are hungry. I gave you some of these
Yeah, you guys.
shale snacks.
I had like 4 of them.
You guys talked like they were like the best you've ever had. I'm like,
I just said they taste like candy.
no, they're not.
It's a little sweet. It's gonna hurt my
I've
stomach
had
if I
some
too many.
ridiculous treats in my life. That's not one
You
of
don't
them.
think these are good?
They're not bad, but
maple pecan.
Yeah, if I was like whatever on the show Castaway, and those floated up, I'd be excited. Other than that, not really.
464-5685. You can call us at the
Probably
show
like
as
$9
always. Please
too.
stop by
11.
if you'd like to.
11.
It is game day. Nebraska does play at 6:30 tonight at the Toyota Center, a half mile from where we're at.
6:30.
6:30 on against Iowa, of course.
Jake's confirming it's Iowa.
Let me check right now the spread if it's still 1.5
Okay,
in
I'm
favor
gonna-
of Nebraska.
yeah,
As
what
of
do we
right
got?
now this
What if it
morning,
was 9.5 Nebraska?
it's still at 1.5. This game's on TBS. Still the same spread it has been for a couple of days.
1.5.
1.5 Nebraska.
TBS. My dad asked the question yesterday.
Well, now he
Yeah,
knows
wants to
where to
know.
find it. Ron can find that.
That'll be no problem.
Yes. The TBS TNT causes a lot of issue
It does.
in the house. It
Mhm.
does. That's a lot going on with that.
Ron probably just does what I did. I just flip around till I see a game.
100%. No, yeah, he is not going. Okay, that's fine.
Right.
If we asked him right now, Dad, what channel is TBS? No
No
idea.
idea.
No idea. Nor would I.
No,
No idea. Just randomly flip around till
They
you find
see
it.
the games.
And it used to be, think about back in the day. Would they have one station? It was CBS, and that was about it.
That's about it.
There wasn't True and TNT and TBS and all those things. That wasn't the case. No.
Now, what's your level of concern right now, Jake?
Yes,
Oh, it's high. I mean, I think that once the show's over,
Panic is hit.
You know, it's like, okay, now it's preparation for the game. Like doing the show
You're
now.
You're just going to prepare for the game.
Well, I'm preparing right now, but now it's like I don't.
He's sitting he's sitting in the stands as a fan, but he's prepping for the
Well,
game.
I'm nervous. This is life or death right now because it's Iowa.
It is.
We've said all week long, if you play in Florida, it's a tough game, and I could, want to win, but I'd be okay with the loss because it's a one seed defending champs. You can't lose to Iowa. So this whole week changed when they beat Florida Sunday night. Now my stress level is very high. Thank you, Iowa.
Florida rebroke too. I mean, they went through a period starting February 11th where they lost 6 of 8 games, and there was a lot of questions. I think maybe even questions whether they'd make the tournament. I mean, they lost
Iowa?
6 of 8. Yeah,
Iowa.
Yeah,
You said Florida.
Yeah, Iowa. Did I do that every time?
Yeah.
Iowa.
Iowa did have a rough go for a while.
6 of 8, 6 losses in 8 games.
Yeah, they were borderline if they're going to make it or not.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Well, they're a 9 seed.
Well,
so the next in is the 11, right? And they're the type of for the Open. So anyway, yes.
they rebroke.
Yeah,
and they've won 3 of their last 4. So they're kind of on a heater.
And Fred Hoiberg did talk about them yesterday. He said, "Hey, what is Iowa doing well? It should be a fun game." Play that one, Connor. Please
play
for
that
us.
one,
Connor.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we've got our game plan. Iowa has theirs, and now it's all about going out and executing and figuring out a way to make adjustments if things aren't going according to plan. And it is, when you look at the 2 games that we played earlier this year, very, Iowa, with the way that they control pace and control tempo, I thought they did a great job with that in those first 2 games. They get up 10 early on Clemson and did the same thing, got a double-digit lead against Florida, and they were able to control pace and tempo for the entire game. That was the story, I thought, in our 2 games as well. And they do as good a job as anybody. Ben does a phenomenal job of getting his guys in the right spots, with Sturtz being one of the most clutch players in this tournament and in all of college basketball. But what they're doing with Combs right now, he's handling the ball a lot as well. They're using Sturtz a little bit off the ball. The way Koch is shooting, he's shooting 54% over his last 5 with 18 made threes. And really everybody, Banks coming off an unbelievable game. And, it's going to come down to a lot of little things, Robin. Rebounding is going to be very important in this game. It's going to be a possession battle, taking care of the basketball, very important at this time of year. And, with what Iowa did, having more offensive rebounds than Florida was so unbelievably impressive. And also having 15 offensive rebounds against Clemson. I think won the Battle of the Glass by 13 in that game. So, just they're playing their best basketball this season. I like how we're playing right now, and it should be a fun game tomorrow night.
Now, we've talked about, in the stretch of 6-6 for Nebraska, they really were getting off to slow starts almost every single game. So far in the tournament, Troy, fast start against
fast start.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Well, it was.
They weren't. Troy hit some shots.
It's 15-12 Troy.
Yeah, but true. But it was a good start against Vanderbilt, though, for sure.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a sluggish start to either game, I thought, compared to what I had.
No, definitely.
I mean, think about it. Against Maryland, they didn't score until the first media timeout. They were scoreless at home at the first timeout. So, I mean, it wasn't that type of slow start. But they have looked better. They've looked more crisp, I think, off the bat.
You're worried
about
2 games.
Well, because against Iowa, even at home, it was a slow start.
Yeah.
So, Jacob, the stress level hit it about when we're 12 seconds into the game. We haven't scored. If they're up 4.
Oh,
here we go.
Shot.
Slow
Great.
start.
Here we
go. Knew it.
It's our first shot. Here we go.
Yeah.
We're in trouble. Missed the wide open 3.
How about Jake going like that? Everybody's going, this is going to be fun to go see this game. Jake's like, no, it's not. There's no fun in this. This is no fun in this.
Incredible anxiety right now.
You know what occurred to me yesterday listening to the press conference in McCollum, hearing Fred. We got way more information from Jeff Smith.
He gave us a ton of information.
Jeff Smith, the former Nebraska assistant, the current analyst. Like that was great information on the way they changed up their defense on Sturtz. They stopped switching. At Iowa, it was Sam, but if there was a screen, then it was Frager or it was Sanford, and Sturtz's first step was a problem. Then the second game, they didn't switch. It was just Sam. So stick Sam on him again is my suggestion.
Coach Sipple.
Yeah.
Coach
Now
Sipple
the
speaks.
issue with that is if he's also have to bring the ball up. It's like the Tyler Tanner situation. That's a lot on Sam.
It's a lot of energy.
Yeah. And then Sam's not 6'4". Bennett Sturts is. But Sturts obviously is a problem. You can't have him go off, as Fred kept saying. He could go off for 40. I'm like, we're not talking about Julius Erving. but Sturts can
sometimes you do have to mention that he was 0 for 9 from 3 in the last game.
But he was 5 for 16 overall.
Oh, yeah. So
he was 0 for 9. But that's the problem. I think, as we covered earlier,
that
could be a problem because
he always has that in him. Jake, quick question.
Yes, Bill.
What would you do? Not watch any of the game and fly home, but Nebraska wins the game, or you have to go to the game tonight not knowing what happened.
I'm going with option B, Bill. I have to. I want to be in the arena.
Okay, because can
you imagine me coming down to Houston? I can't go to the game.
My initial thought would be that Jake would fly back knowing that because this pressure of Iowa is so big.
Now hold on. So you wouldn't see the game,
but I would know Nebraska won.
But he know Nebraska won. But he could stay, and then it's like you don't know what's going to happen. It's real time. Here we go. But Jake could confirm the win if he flew back.
Sure. Okay, you know what? I'll go with that. I guess I'd fly back to Nebraska.
He would rather not go to the arena.
What would you do during the game? What would you do during? What would one do?
So I can't watch the game when I'm on the flight.
No, nothing.
I don't know. I just watch something else. I don't know. I
watch a movie.
Maybe Gilmore Girls.
But I would be nervous because I know Nebraska had
I'd probably watch One Tree Hill. It's basketball. A lot of basketball, One Tree Hill.
But I wouldn't be with no anxiety because I know Nebraska's going to win. It's guaranteed. So I don't have to watch that.
See, I would be like 100% no chance of that. I want to see what's going on.
I want the fan base appreciate me sacrificing that.
I want to feel the moment like that.
We're going to feel the moment.
Yeah.
I would sacrifice for the fan base for the win. So just to fly back to know we've won. You're welcome, Nebraska. This hypothetical, trying to help you out in my.
Now you also couldn't tell the Nebraska fans though. You couldn't
we're not necessarily giving you credit for the win.
yeah, exactly.
I don't know where it came.
No, this is an option.
My sacrifice to not be there made the win possible in this situation. Maybe. All right, Fred Hoiberg yesterday also.
Yeah. What else?
What has he learned about Iowa this year? Go ahead,
yeah,
Connor.
I mean that's obviously important, and we watched the 2 games that we played against them. They watched the 2 games that they played against us, and it is all about going out there and making adjustments. And again, you've got a plan, but if things aren't going according to plan, you got to be ready to adjust on the fly, and hopefully your guys execute it. I thought our guys did a really good job when we switched up our defense late in the game against Vanderbilt, and we found out a way to go slow down their momentum. And that's what this time of year is all about. If you have any chance of advancing, you have to have great execution in everything you do on both sides of the ball. But yeah, Ben he's been elite at what he's done in year one with the roster and getting the right guys that fit his system. And when you have a guy like Sturts, that was the other impressive thing. I mean, Sturts goes 0 for 9 from 3, and they beat the number 1 seed and one of the best teams in the country. So they're playing at a high level, and we're gonna have to be on point. We're gonna have to play as well as we have all year if we want to have a chance to win this game tomorrow and continue on and advance. And I feel good about what we did. Vanderbilt was an unbelievably quality opponent, and I thought our guys did a great job of going out there and getting off to a fast start, built a little bit of a lead, got a cushion. They made their run, and our guys did not panic. And that's the other thing at this time of year. You have to handle adversity well, and our guys, for the most part, all season long have done that, and I think Iowa certainly has done that as well.
Koch scared me more than anybody.
Cooper Koch.
Koch getting hot. If he makes 6 threes, it's be really difficult. Banks scares me. It's a.
What about Fulgaris? Is he scaring you?
Yeah, I like Fulgaris.
Starting to make some shots.
Yeah, Fulgaris, I liked him in Lincoln. He didn't do much. I think he was
6 points.
Yeah, he's 2 for 7. But his movement. He's a big mover.
Like his footwork. So he studied Garris's footwork.
He's locked in.
He moves well. He's a very athletic big.
Yeah, I mean
he is.
Knocked down a 3 to win the game.
Drilled it like he was Robert Horry.
Yes,
right.
Exactly.
Right, or in Houston.
Yes,
that's the reference.
Nice.
Yes. Big shot
Bob. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, Jake, I think they're a major concern. Probably a very game that goes down to the final.
Well, I think it has to. I mean,
first
game 5 points. The second game went to overtime. Yes, Nebraska won by 9, but these have been competitive games for both sides down to the wire. And this could be a long the next 10 years could be the same exact thing in this rivalry. Just two teams that are very good, top of the conference.
You think McCollum will get them there every year?
I don't know. I don't know about the Sweet 16, but he's going to be a top level coach in the Big Ten.
Feels like
I will be a top half. I would think.
You're giving McCollum a lot of respect.
I like him. I think he's a great coach.
Yeah.
My take on McCollum is that for however long he's at Iowa, whenever you have to play him, it's like, oh man, that's what I think.
Why is that?
I think every coach is gonna make McCollum
because
why?
Man.
Just because they're going to play really good defense, they're going to be tough. They're going to be. It's going to be, and I don't know if they're ever going to have their roster. They had $50 million. They have the same roster as Kentucky. They probably don't. They're going to have some overachievers, and it's going to be every single time you play them, you just go, "Oh man,
totally agree.
This is not this. This isn't fun."
Totally,
that's
agree.
what I think.
Yeah.
How it's going to. Also, the thing that came up, Steve, yesterday on from our Iowa. Help me out with the Iowa call.
David Eichel.
How was Eichel?
He was sad you weren't there to try to defend his church situation.
To take shots he was very adamant that he wanted to take shots directly at you.
Wonderful.
But he will not be here.
Bail on us.
What is he doing?
What's that?
He's covering football.
Yeah. Spring ball, I think, has started. He will be there for the Final Four if they have some reason to reach that.
Correct.
But he did agree that Iowa has kind of turned the key, that this is also a big game for them. And so this is there's nervousness from them because this can flip the script of a lot of losses, football and everything. And all of a sudden it's going to be, this is the chance for Nebraska to get this win. This game is paramount for a rivalry. Mm-hmm. Win this game, and now the rivalry becomes more real. This is probably the
biggest Iowa-Nebraska event in any sport we've ever seen. I mean, Black Friday has never been coming down to win the division or go to the playoff.
Black Friday's just been between Nebraska and Iowa. This has more national attention.
Never come down to anything.
Well, this is the Sweet 16. Everyone in the country is watching this. They weren't watching probably Nebraska, Iowa, because Nebraska wasn't competitive enough.
Perfect time slot. The East Coast, it's on at 7:30. I mean, everyone, and this game interests people a lot.
No, that Black Friday game's never had any ramifications of
Black Friday.
Major.
All that's really interesting in Black Friday, especially the way it's changed now.
I mean, bowl, but not playoff or division. It felt like.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's going to be all right. Alamo, that's not creating this. I mean, that's not really creating the buzz.
the people are watching.
Gator.
So
the Gator Bowl. Yeah.
It's once again
that brings the country to watch the game.
No, it has that the Iowa
citrus.
Black Friday's the tangerine. There used to be a bowl here. What was the bowl here in town?
The Houston Bowl.
No, the Astro Bluebonnet.
That's
Bowl.
right. That was here.
Nice.
Nebraska played it, I think, in 1977, maybe against North Carolina. I think it was.
It's about that. I wish I had my media guy here.
Yeah, I think that's about what it was.
I'm free of any.
Yeah. So anyway,
but don't have your
I'm free
papers in front of you.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Connor would say.
Connor would say, "Hey, we're a little tied up here. I'll take over. I'll just do some free balling."
He's doing a great job. We appreciate Connor. Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Look at Connor. He's just boom.
This is the chance.
That was Connor did that.
That's
I've never seen that before.
That is new. See,
That
some
is
funny.
new.
Connor's going to have that forever. But the
Do that more.
the rivalry can get real.
Yeah.
The rivalry can get real.
Oh, it's gonna get real here.
This
6:30.
has a chance to really make it, because Iowa keeps, like I said, when we came in the Big Ten, Iowa had 100-some years of other teams, and even those aboard, like, okay, whatever. Now it's like, okay, here we go, getting a little bit more real all the time like that. But obviously, with the last 10 years in football, it's not been a good situation, and so this has a chance to really grab it back. Grab it because it is very much heated between the two right now, and there is trepidation also from the Iowa fans to lose this game. Oh yeah. It's kind of the same thing. If they had lost to Florida, one seed, won the first round, we're getting better. First year coach.
There's some pressure.
Nebraska.
Now it's like hold it now. They wish right now they were playing Duke. They're like, if we play Duke, then it's like, we lost. They lose.
Now you understand how I feel.
It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it was discussed that this is from Iowa, not from Nebraska. That the winner or the loser gets Council Bluffs.
David said that.
David said the loser now gets
Has to claim.
Wait a second.
Yeah. Loser has to
No,
claim Council
hold
Bluffs.
on. What do you mean they get Council Bluffs?
The loser.
The loser has to
now-
claim Council
Council
Bluffs.
Bluffs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's-
That
yes.
we're not doing this. That's disrespectful.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
David said it. We didn't say
We
that.
didn't say
I'm not
that.
That would
signing
not
off.
start
We
that
did not
conversation.
go after.
No,
We did not
that's
go
my
after
town.
Council
That's
Bluffs. I know it is.
Manawa
That's what I
territory.
said. I'm not going. We get to that
Where's
area.
Manawa?
Yeah, who's governing Manawa now?
No,
Oh.
David. I'm gonna have to talk to David.
You should. You better give him a chat.
Loser gets
Council Bluffs. He
That's
said
really
that.
funny.
That was his words in the show
Oh,
Steve's
yesterday.
in Council Bluffs.
He's like he's
Five times
bothered
a week.
by
the mayor, right?
Right now, I've been in Council Bluffs 4 times in my life. You've been there. You've been
4
there
times this
every
week.
4 times this week. Yeah, I got to get to Council Bluffs. So anyway, that came up.
David.
David's taking shots. Council
yeah,
Bluffs.
I'll have to talk to him.
Well, before we get to break, I know we are not in Lincoln. We are at the Courtyard Marriott in downtown Houston. But if we were in Lincoln, Bill, and people were hungry for breakfast, brunch, or lunch, where would they go this morning?
The Cornbird.
Early Bird's open right now at 19th and K with free and spacious parking. They have breakfast tacos, breakfast
Cornhusker Bird.
nachos, waffles, French toast,
Early
pancakes,
Bird.
and the world famous hash holes.
Hash holes.
Asshole.
Stop by today. Early Bird, 19th and K. In downtown, like open until 2 p.m. every day. Then when we come back, there's a big event going on today that Bill has absolutely no care about in the world. We'll tell you what that is next on Early Break and the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
In communities like ours, local relationships still matter. At Insight Partners, we believe we are better together. That's why insurance agencies across the Midwest have joined Insight Partners to better serve local customers and communities with all their insurance needs. From personal to commercial or specialty insurance, your local Insight Partners team is here to help protect what matters most. Insight Partners, better together. Learn more at myinspartners.com.
Good morning, Breakers. This is Scott Miller from Midwest Bank. When I recently joined Midwest Bank, I was immediately impressed by our exceptional service. My first customer made the switch from a large corporate bank and didn't have to wait in line or call a 1-800 number. We treated him like family. He now visits the bank just to say hello. While other banks go corporate, we stay Nebraska. Visit us at midwest.bank or drop by a branch today. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
In communities like ours, local relationships still matter. At Insight Partners, we believe we are better together. That's why insurance agencies across the Midwest have joined Insight Partners to better serve local customers and communities with all their insurance needs. From personal to commercial or specialty insurance, your local Insight Partners team is here to help protect what matters most. Insight Partners, better together. Learn more at myinspartners.com.
Biggest question people have is, how do I start the process? What is the process? I want to build a new home, but I don't know what the first step is.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
The first step is make an appointment. Come on into my office. Let's sit around the table. Let's talk about what you're looking for, what your needs are, what your budget might be. And let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. And get a house that you're going to be happy with. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done. Once you find a good lot, let's get it reserved because there's a very limited number of lots in this town. And then start designing that floor plan that's going to be perfect for you. Next thing you know, we're moving dirt.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Way out there where the sun comes up under the big red sky, I do life the way I love, with family by my side. I feel home with me, no matter where I go.
Proud of where we're from, excited for where we're going. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new Delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for their 14th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an exclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, they're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com. All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
A membership with John Henry's will fast-track you to front-of-the-line service, seasonal tune-ups, and far fewer unexpected moments. That means no breakdowns, no waiting on a call, and no nonsense. It's consistent care that prevents small issues from turning into big bills. Join the Comfort Club and get VIP treatment 365 days a year with 24-hour priority response, member-only discounts, and peace of mind on your home's most expensive systems. Call John Henry's.
John Henry's Plumbing, heating and air.
And electrical.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly sunny skies. It'll be windy with a high around 78. Tonight, a slight chance of showers, otherwise mainly cloudy. Continued wind, low around 34. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return. It'll be breezy and cooler with a high near 55. I'm meteorologist Kyle Pluckett for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This,
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Some breaks we don't take advantage of enough. We took advantage of this first break. We all went to different parts of this hotel to get coffee and food. We now have caffeine in our system, so we're good to go the rest of these couple hours of the show. We're good.
I think the
Bill,
caffeine's really
Bill found a separate area than we did. For being said, went to the second floor of the Spring
No,
Hill
it's
Suites.
incredible. Just you keep winding your way around. There's a full breakfast over there. At least I think that muffin was free. I didn't pay for it. So someone comes.
They're going to come find. Yeah, Brian's going to
Brian,
get
if you
you.
look into that, that'd be great if you could. I'd appreciate that.
We are at the Spring Hill Suites
/ Courtyard Marriott / Residence Inn.
Very confusing.
Yes.
It's all three hotels in one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Media center.
Yeah.
A lot of media here.
We're in the lobby area between the Spring Hill Suites and Courtyard Marriott doing the show right now.
Have you seen a lot of media at this hotel?
I have seen. Yeah, I've seen.
I haven't seen a lot.
I saw a
There's
couple.
Well, tell me, Steve, is we were at 58 at OKC, Nebraska. Is it the same here?
No,
less or more.
37, I think.
Okay,
really?
There was credentials denied. Yes, true.
Denied because of some sort of background check that they had.
No, they just didn't. I don't know. They just didn't allow as many this time. So yeah, 20 fewer or
Gotcha.
So
although
yeah.
there was 58, you said, and I saw like 9 or 10. I did not see 58.
Did you see 58?
Did you see
I
it?
mean, I don't know.
I mean, who'd you really see? I mean, we saw a handful of people that we saw myself. So it wasn't in the press conference. It was you, it was Sean and you, and then I showed up as a random and Chattel. That was it. So
Nebraska.
Yeah, so it wasn't like, oh man, we couldn't get it. It was
It's kind of odd. We'll see. What a lot of the reporters went to the locker
room, but still, it wasn't another 54 guys in the locker room, was there? No, they're
Wouldn't be able to fit.
No, it'd be like probably 4 to 5.
Now that you mention it, it is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Joseph. I mean, I know I bring up things that nobody cares about. It was
yes,
nice.
and we like that. We've acknowledged that. We talk about it off air. Yeah, absolutely.
I think that man felt like he couldn't talk. He can.
Right here,
people
you
can
can
talk.
tell.
Well, hang on. Well, we're behind the rope. We're behind the velvet rope.
We have Brian as our bailiff
Oh,
over,
this
basically.
is not good. This
you
is
break
not
it?
stopping anybody.
Bouncer.
No, it
yeah.
weighs about. Oh my God! Anyway,
Bouncer
Joseph
Brian.
Duarte of the Houston Chronicles. You guys happen to mention Richard? You happen to remember Richard Justice?
The name rings a bell.
Does it?
It rings a
He
bell.
was kind of a hot. He was like the Houston version of Skip Bayless back in the day.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, he worked for the Houston Chronicle, but I bring him up because I don't know why I brought him up. He's retired. But Joseph Duarte's not, and Joseph Duarte's been working at the Houston Chronicle since the Big 12 days. It was nice to see anybody that's even close to my age.
When you see someone you haven't seen for a while, is it like one of those like
100?
Bring it
the
in, man.
face?
Bring it in.
It's like that.
Do you hug it out? Do you hug
Get
it?
a bro hug.
I wish people could have seen your face.
Is that what is it?
It's pretty much that. Joseph,
Yeah.
Joseph, you're
Joseph.
still rolling.
Yeah, look at you. That's the best one. Look
And
at
in our
you.
business, it's always that. Like,
Yeah.
you still got one, huh?
Yeah, you still got one.
Still right.
Yeah.
Nice.
How about that?
Joseph Duarte. Big shout out to Joseph. He's a great guy.
Hope to see him today.
Oh, Joseph, you might meet him.
That'd be
He
great.
covers the Houston Cougars.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
then he'll definitely be in the arena.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he covers Sampson. And Sampson, you'd be interested. Bill would be sort of interested. He said, go up to Sampson and said you covered the Big 8. And he'll talk your ear off. Because I guess Sampson was in.
We got to talk to him.
Was he
man.
assistant?
We love
Or
Kelvin.
Where was he?
Hey, he's at Oklahoma.
Yes.
Yeah, but that wasn't Big 8 still.
With
That
Big
was-
12.
I think they were already still Big 12 when that happened.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But our fandom for Sampson is
You
high.
got to find Kelvin. Shake his hand.
Now there is a relevant part of this.
Okay.
That Duarte said. He said that there's a lot of concern in the Houston fan base that Nebraska is going to buy up their tickets because Houston fans, they don't have a lot of fans. It's
Tickets
not.
are
It's not. It's not crazy.
No, it's not.
It's not.
So I don't know, and I don't know what that picture is going to look like, except in the arena. Except I don't think it'll be like Oklahoma City.
Won't be like that, but there will, because we talked about the 25-20, the breakup. Nebraska will have more than the 25. They will. They're going to be probably, I think I look at them at the 34 to 36 range.
Can't get you to 50.
No, cannot get me to 50. Can't do that because of, I just think we know how Illinois travels and Iowa. They have to want to be part of this, and you think Iowa wants to match it because the storyline of the first weekend was simple. Was what? It was Nebraska because of the crowd.
Okie
They said
City.
it was the best crowd first round matchup, maybe ever. There was nothing that resembled that. Because even if you were like Duke, who's playing so close to home, they were uninterested against Siena. No one went to that game. Duke fans are going like, I got to skip work. I got to see 116. No, I don't. Then all of a sudden it turned real, but it wasn't a crazy. That place was just to play Troy and win by 30. The place didn't sit down.
Right.
So that's a whole different ball game. So Nebraska will have an advantage. I mean, they figured out a way to do it in several stadiums.
Will they have an advantage tonight against Iowa crowd wise?
I was walking around. I saw a lot of Iowa fans last time. Dead serious. I saw
Absolutely.
quite a few walking. Now I did see Nebraska fans, but I saw several groups of Hawkeye fans walking around downtown Houston.
Robin Washut felt that's like that. He characterized it as a fervent fan base, and I said, "Wait a second, they don't sell out the arena." But you think a lot of them will be?
I think it'd be more Nebraska, but I've seen a decent amount of Iowa fans.
We had some intel yesterday. I can't name names, but this came from the inside, from the mothership, that we were shocked, but that Iowa and Illinois, the word was, had sent some tickets back. We were told that. And I'm not going to name names, but the person that we were talking to had just talked to a high-level administration at the mothership, which me and Jake were shocked, especially at Illinois.
What is the mothership?
What's that? That would be wherever all the administration would be, probably in the south. Was it north end zone?
Oh,
like that. When you're talking athletic directorship. Yes.
I had a theory though. My theory because of the flights back.
Jake said
I think the issue is because TSA is a nightmare in Houston.
Jake said
right
no
now.
one came because TSA is really bad and it'll be really bad.
But I think that they turned tickets away because like, oh my God, can we leave Houston possibly? Is that going to happen? Just one theory.
No, there's
one
a little
theory.
bit. I think it's loosened up that whole. Okay, early in the week there were 6-hour lines and people are missing their flights.
Now she works here. Hey, excuse me. Brian does not work here, but it looks like he does.
He's just a friend. He's a listener. He's
like
good.
that. Yes, like that. What's your name?
Michelle.
Oh, that
Regal.
Michelle. See, happy. He's a peppy.
Oh man,
Love
this place
Pep
right
in
now.
the step.
I don't know what they do down here, but it is the most
He's so
incredible
happy.
workforce.
His make us so happy.
I just
Thank
talked to
you.
Jose when I got my coffee. He was incredible too. Yeah,
She's
exactly.
alive. Amen to that.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
alive. I like
All right,
that.
we got a lot going on down here now.
What was that woman's name?
That was Michelle there.
Michelle.
Yeah.
And what is her role?
She works at the front desk, I believe.
Yes.
What was I going? Where was I?
Was it TSA?
Oh,
yeah.
There were people sleeping in the airport. A lot of them when we got in late. When did I get here? Late.
You got here Tuesday.
Yeah, late Tuesday night. There were a lot of people sleeping because they were sleeping with the idea that they would get up the next morning and be first in line and not have to wait 5 hours. A lot of people missed flights. Now, I think by Tuesday or Wednesday, it was down to 3-hour lines.
That's good. Well, hope it's 0-hour lines.
Yeah, hopefully.
What we'd like to see is this thing solved today.
Yeah.
We'd appreciate
great.
that. But then also I did talk to, so I talked to the TSA people. I said, hey, appreciate what you're doing. And then lady, I go, can we get this thing over today? I go, let's just get this thing done. She goes, I'm with you.
You're talking to TSA.
I'm talking to TSA.
I saw it happen.
I had detailed conversation with them. And the lady
You
told me,
weren't apprehended?
no, and the lady in Omaha said, that'd be great. We still don't get paid for 4 weeks. Whenever it's over, it's not like a check comes in the next day. So they're up against it a little bit.
That's not good.
Well, we're also up against a break. We're way behind. So when we come back,
You want to get to that other topic?
We will,
Okay.
but not now. When we come back, it's time for
gotta
Song
get
of the
to it.
Day.
We got to get to it right away.
Live from Houston, Courtyard Marriott next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking to get a room downtown or near South Lincoln? Abe Lincoln would tell you no to the Ford Theater and yes to Lincoln Hotel. Save up to 40% off downtown Lincoln prices with a nice clean room and comfortable stay. Lincoln Hotel is locally owned and offers a day pass to the city's largest locally owned gym, Good Life Fitness. Long-term stays are available. You can learn more about pricing and book your Lincoln Hotel stay today at staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565. That's staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565.
Ticket listeners know a dream team when they see one. At Applied Connective, we've been in the game for 20 years and have developed a team of world-class leaders in all things IT. From cybersecurity and Microsoft products to physical security, audio-video, infrastructure, business phone systems, and anything in between. We'll help you leverage technology to become your most secure, efficient, and profitable. Head to our website to check out real reviews and testimonials and sign up for a free tech consultation. We can show you where you might be vulnerable, inefficient, or overspending. It's a game changer, and it's totally free. Claim yours right now at appliedconnective.com.
The wait is over. It's Truck Month at Anderson Ford, which means big selection and even bigger savings on Ford F-150s. Like lease a 2025 Ford F-150 for only $195 per month. The truck that's built to work hard and play hard. Another reason you'll experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1008409. Previous service letter. $195 per month for 36 months, 7,500 miles per year, 8,500 with type. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 3/31/26.
Sandhills Global is growing right here in Lincoln. With our expanding campus and continued growth, we're hiring across a wide range of careers, from interns to experienced professionals. Join the team at Sandhills Global and build your career with competitive pay, great benefits, and real opportunities to grow. Visit sandhills.jobs to view openings and apply today. That's sandhills.jobs.
Hey, baseball fans, join the Blur Tailgate at Hilton Omaha this June for their 14th annual hospitality event during the College Baseball Championship Series. Book an experience for your clients or employees with an exclusive bar, buffet, TVs, music, and tailgate games. Secure your spot today and let Blur Events take care of all the work so you can enjoy the day. Plus, they're just steps away from Charles Schwab Field. Visit blurevents.com to book your group, buy tickets, or learn about sponsorships. That's blurevents.com, your college baseball and football tailgate destination.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
This is Grant Wister. I spent a lot of years trusting teammates to do their job so I could do mine. That's the same thing I wanted to build with Champ Roofing, a group you can just trust to handle it. Roof damage, siding, gutters, inspections, and repairs, we cover it all. Headquartered in Lincoln, but serving the whole state. Champ Roofing is your choice for premium roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit champ-roofing.com or call 402-858-7449.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Spring is the time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
if
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Stay in, welcome to my.
'15 relatively new song of the day for Early Break. My House by Flo Rida, 464-5685. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Texture rating on the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day.
Question we have is, it was a little shaky audio-wise. Was that everyone or just us?
I think it was just us.
It was just us.
Sounded good otherwise.
Lead us off, Steve.
What's the theme?
Well, this is our house today. Yeah. Toyota Center is my house. It's PBA South South. You know, if Paycom was PBA South, this is just PBA Extra South in Houston. So that's the theme. It's our house.
Extra South. It's our house. Imagine you're saying that. Our house.
It's my house today.
Remember back when you'd shake.
It's a theme.
Remember back when people would shake their keys?
Yeah.
You don't. They can't
Broderick
anymore.
Thomas.
Yeah, you can't anymore. There's no keys.
There's no.
Just shake your fobs or whatever. It's just there's no key sound. You know. Yeah.
I still have keys, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Broderick Thomas kind of made that famous in Nebraska. Yeah, the theme is shaky.
It's a little shaky. It really is. It's
PBA Deep South.
Yeah.
Our arena.
It's kind of like wishful thinking for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you're hoping
Trying to fire people up.
Flo Rida has another song that's probably better, which is
Well, that's his big one.
what is there another one?
He's got some songs. That's his biggest.
He's got some songs.
Let me pull some up for you real quick.
Yeah.
Flo Rida.
There's another one that I actually really like. That one's fine. That's a 6. Pull it up, but that's a 6. No, it's not. It's a 5.65.
He's got Low with T-Pain. He's got Right Round with
T-Pain.
Kesha, Wild Ones.
Wait a second. What's the one with Kesha?
That would be Right Round.
Don't know that one.
You spin my head right now, right round, baby.
Oh, that's Flo Rida?
Yeah.
That's
Flo
sweet.
Rida?
Yeah. That's him.
Okay. That's a lot of Kesha.
It's a lot of Kesha. Yeah, it's a lot of Kesha.
Yeah.
I like that. It's hard to get past. We had technical difficulties.
Yeah.
So it sounded as if, and I had to louden off my 8-track player, and we had the 8D batteries in it, and they started to wear down a little bit. And all of a sudden, it's like, okay, we're starting to lose it. It's not quite keeping it. Yeah, remember the D batteries in the back of that? Yeah, it was amazing. So that's what I was feeling in that a little bit. So it kind of took a little bit of the buzz out of it.
That was better times, though, Bill.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
What was it better?
Well, the sound was better times for you.
I can get to 601.
Okay.
I can get to 601. And here, Voice from God is going to be
Yeah.
it was 7-9.
So 2015, Connor was about 8 years old. Did love the song when I was 8, not so much now. And the theme is just, I mean, what are we doing here? I mean, that is.
What did you want to hear? Did you want to hear
reach.
some
Connor's getting
AC/DC
very-
or what?
Such a reach.
Connor's getting very comfortable.
What's third person?
The voice of God above us.
All of a
is
sudden,
getting-
he's getting
He
very
went
comfortable.
third person.
He went
did.
third person too.
That's pretty
Connor.
young. You're pretty young to be in third person.
Young
Yeah.
Connor.
The-
So what are you giving it, Connor?
The theme hurts it a little bit as well. I think it's a 4.7. I also do want to say, we're wearing the hoodie that Jay Terry gave us.
That's right.
Yes.
And but but no mention of it on the show quite yet. So I was.
Well, we have mentioned it yesterday. I mean, I mentioned it the last couple of days. Connor's taking a lot of shots. Yes,
A lot of shots.
if you're watching, look at Bill's sweatshirt. This is
You better be happy to be employed, Connor.
courtesy of Pat Norris and the Nebraska basketball team. Actually, the training
it looks
staff.
great.
So it looks great.
I was going to wear it yesterday. Jake wore his down, but then
I did.
It was over 100 degrees in our first flight. We got on the plane. It was 110 in there. And
it was brutal. Oh my God!
It was like
going from Omaha to Denver. It was 1,000,000 degrees.
And then the flight from Denver to here, 36.
Yeah, it was
36 degrees.
It
was unbelievable.
It's interesting the way that it works.
Ratings here before Connor gave it whatever he gave it.
What's going on with
disparaging
Connor?
the
Connor
song?
Came after a lot of things right there. Yes,
have
he's
you
been here a couple months and now he's feeling comfortable.
Have
This
your
is like
guys
young Ben.
Have you guys changed your scores from when you were in the 70s to now on certain songs? Like you say, oh, when I was 7, I liked the song, but not anymore.
No,
you
not
guys probably
really.
give songs that when you were kids the same score
if
now.
If I loved a song when I was 8 years old, I still
Probably
would give
still
it a
do.
high score.
Diamond Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Can you play Diamond Girl?
I cannot play today.
Right now.
Les and Lincoln says that's a 7-1. By the way, IQ Crew says, I think the 11 a.m. tip helped you guys a ton last week. It's not college game day this morning, or I'm wrong. Am I wrong? Well, you don't have to.
We don't have.
This is
people
not
here.
pregame to the pregame.
It's not pregame. It's just what
Really
it is.
not.
Yeah.
We can't control the tip-off time, and people are sleeping in preparing for a 6:30 game. But thank you, IQ Crew. Shamia 8-5, John Lincoln 7-5, Vernon Dakin 7-3, Wink gives it a 5-5, Houston 7,
Houston,
Lyle in Omaha 5, Sarah says 4. I wish I could go higher, I just can't. Micah Dalton 1, Brett Bertrand 3, Leroy 1-1, Who Columbus Bird 0 from Bird.
0 from Bird.
0.
Jake, this is on you.
Well, it is my song. It is on me.
It's a reach.
We're getting some
It's a reach.
7-5 GBR. Eric and Hickman 1. Deb from Beatrice 10. I'm pumped. I saw Deb at the in Evanston for Northwestern in January.
Okay.
Big listener, Deb. Sean and Lincoln 1.6. American Nightmare 10. Brian H 6.8. Decent. Bill and Bennett 0.01. Total crap.
Total crap. We just had a guy go by in full-on pajamas. Full pajamas.
He's going to breakfast.
Heading to breakfast in full. You saw it, didn't you, Brian? Full pajamas.
Now we have a situation here because we know that Corey and Lincoln and Bird are close friends and usually very close in score.
Yes.
I just gave Bird score of a 0.
0.
Corey gives it a 7.
Huh.
We've never seen this type of
Odds
ratings
in
different.
Columbus.
Yeah, they're at odds right now.
Odds.
Huh. That's definitely Corey.
That's Corey and Lincoln. It's our guy.
Who knows?
From
We
Columbus.
could have gotten hacked.
Yeah.
Dry Towel and Friend 8.45.
Dry Towel is new.
That's somewhat new. Dustin and Waverly, Fire Me Up, Jake 7.6. Take that,
We
Connor.
have listeners. That's nice.
Scaper and Sprague 4. John and Lincoln 7. Jennifer and Hubby says 8.5 from Jennifer, 6.8 Hubby. Hang
Wow.
in there, Jake. They
Pretty
gave me
high.
a comment too.
Because we're
Oh.
disparaging you.
Yes, from
And,
YouTube.
Also, real quick, we started a candle up last night or yesterday. Laura did. The butterscotch bourbon.
Was it good?
The house
Smelled good?
It smelled great.
Troy from YouTube 7. Nels in Montana 6.9. I'm surprised Heyman goes 7.1 on that one. Didn't think that
Rick.
was Heyman's type of music. 7.1.
Was he in Lottie Dom?
I think so. CL Porter 3.1. Lack goes 6.9. Josh 5.9. Bolt 10 for theme. Otherwise 2.5 for the song. Cloud goes 2.2. What the hell? Albert 10. Genghis 5.99.
We're close to Gingis, right?
Gingis, yeah. Hondo's got to be nearby. Where are you at, Genghis? You coming by the remote today? We hope to see you. Hondo's got to be somewhere near here, right? Is that
East
Dallas
Texas.
or is that Houston area?
Hondo, I'm not aware
I
of.
think
You
it's
know that,
East-
Brian? Google that for us if you could.
Where's-
I think it's
Hondo.
East Texas.
Let's see how
I
far.
would counsel Jake. You don't have to go theme.
Oh, I have to
Yeah.
go theme. Yeah, I have to. It's a not every day.
Well, it seems like you're getting.
So okay, Hondo,
Here's a theme for Tuesday.
Hondo, Texas is 3 hours and 45 minutes away from us, and that direction would
I would
be
surely think he's gonna be at the game today.
almost straight west of us, over by San Antonio. It's west of San Antonio.
Okay.
Okay.
So there you go. Song of the day was "My House" by Flow Rider from 2015.
My house.
My house.
There's a situation before we get to break.
Okay.
This is a huge weekend in Houston. It's not just the Sweet 16 Elite 8.
This is
Also,
a lot.
the PGA Tour is in town today
here.
through Sunday.
Yeah.
Just 6 miles away from
Scheffler.
us at Memorial Park Golf Course. And today is a big day for Americana. If you're a big fan of sports and you think you've got this nostalgia for opening day, Major League Baseball. Did have one game yesterday with the Yankees. I forget who they played. They won. But today is opening day here in Houston. The Astros play the Angels, and Bill once again said, I have no interest in attending any of these baseball games.
Do you want to go to the Astros game today?
Not today, maybe tomorrow on the off day.
I mean, even tomorrow, I don't think
they play
so.
tomorrow night. Media will be done at that point. You can just go hang out.
Media will
Well, any sort of media stuff's afternoon.
Yeah,
you have nothing going on tomorrow night.
I would consider it more than Bill. I would consider it more than Bill.
No,
Why
not
are you
go.
out on
No
this?
interest.
No.
Just no.
Just no.
Just no.
I think you should turn on MLB Network.
I was the same way. Think how into basketball now. When I was out on basketball when football season was going on, I'm like, I'm not getting into the Husker craze yet until I'm finishing up. I don't multitask.
So
the only thing I can do is I can watch the Masters.
Mm-hmm.
I can do that in the middle of whatever's going on. All right, I can watch that. But no, that's it. I could watch hockey when it was USA hockey in the middle of hoop season. That was incredible.
Baseball is still baseball, and it's still cool.
It's still cool. Yeah. And if you miss it, you got another 161 games. So you got a shot. You got a chance.
And the baseball thing, I know your personality. You don't have to watch every pitch. You just have it on, and you can do go
It's in the
about your
background.
day. Yeah, it's kind of background. That's what I learned from Parker Gabriel.
Yes.
He was a big Brewers fan. And he'd have it always on, but he wasn't always intently watching it. That's baseball. Come on. And it's still
I'm not telling people not to go, though. I'm not like this sport needs to be banned.
I mean, Biggio might be over there.
Yeah, Biggio, we might be at his bar.
Yeah, Biggio's bar at the Marriott Marquis where you've stayed. I don't have the means to stay there. It's $600 a night.
Ooh, hello.
Oh, you should see it.
So
There's oil.
$225
There's
here, we're
oil
good.
sheiks over there right now at a conference, and they have like bodyguards.
You saw Sheiks.
There's a lot of. I'll tell you what. There's a lot of at the Marriott Marquis. Security.
Security.
A lot of security. There is. I mean, you don't
If
see.
we
many-
rolled in there, the three of us, we would get outed pretty fast.
They'd be looking at us.
They look at us
If
strange.
you have jeans on
Yeah,
or sweatpants, they're looking at you.
Yeah.
Because there's mostly
Sheiks.
suits. Yeah.
When we come back, hour 2 live from the Courtyard Marriott downtown Houston. Next, an early
No
break of the
Sheiks
ticket.
here.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Sandhills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
In communities like ours, local relationships still matter. At Insight Partners, we believe we are better together. That's why insurance agencies across the Midwest have joined Insight Partners to better serve local customers and communities with all their insurance needs. From personal to commercial or specialty insurance, your local Insight Partners team is here to help protect what matters most. Insight Partners, better together. Learn more at myInspartners.com.
Sandhills Global is growing right here in Lincoln. With our expanding campus and continued growth, we're hiring across a wide range of careers from interns to experienced professionals. Join the team at Sandhills Global and build your career with competitive pay, great benefits, and real opportunities to grow. Visit sandhills.jobs to view openings and apply today. That's sandhills.jobs.
Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for Truck Month. Check out 0% financing with approved credit on all F-150s excluding Raptor. Or save up to $11,000 off MSRP on select 2025 SDX and XLT models in stock. Check out many service specials as well. $20 rebate on the Works package or up to $50 off new brakes and rotors. Maverick, Ranger, Super Duty, F-150 or Bronco. It's Truck Month at Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
You started your business to build something special. Now it's time to grow and protect it. At Pinnacle Bank, our treasury management services help you do just that. Through smarter payment technology, account administration, and fraud protection. So no matter the size of your business, you can get the most out of your financial operations. Request your free consultation at pinbank.com/consult. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Spring is the time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table. Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
I am Harrison Arns, producer of Ticket Weeknights and Weekends right here at 93.7 The Ticket. My favorite things to do in downtown Lincoln are checking out all the local sports events, whether it's basketball, football, volleyball, or even Lincoln Stars hockey. I enjoy it all because I get to experience one of the best sports communities in the country.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Pinnacle Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a game day Thursday here in Houston, Texas. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Pinnacle Bank, who have a special mortgage loan promotion going on right now for the Breakers, now through June 30th. When you apply for a mortgage or a home refi and close with Chris Lauer, Adam Lenzen, or Marlon Lyon, you'll be eligible to choose a golf package at Tatanka Golf Club, round of golf for 4, cart rentals in a one-night, two-room hotel stay at Ohio Casino, or $250 towards your closing costs. All you got to do is call Chris, Adam, or Marlon at 402-434-3105. Mention the code BREAKERS for them. Pinnacle Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The code.
Just an hour early.
Just in case
he forgets it later.
The bank.
The bank. Thank you to Pinnacle Bank. By the And by the way, if you're watching, we are live at the Courtyard Marriott downtown Houston, also Spring Hill Suites, and also Residence Inn, all 3 hotels in one.
We are in a thriving downtown.
And we have
it is thriving.
We
Who's
just
here
doubled
now?
our breakers. So we have
breakers.
Brian from Dallas.
It's really picking up.
And now Stan who's in my golf league, by the Ticket Golf League. Stan has been a long time member of the top.
My golf
the
league.
Ticket Golf League.
He said my golf
Well, I'm
league.
the commissioner.
He said,
run the
wow.
league.
He said my golf league.
Wow.
That's a lot.
The
So-
league that I help build. It's been the
Stan, is that how he is referred to at the every Monday night? Jake, if you'd addressed all the teams here before we get started.
Do you tell people you playing
Jake's Golf League? No, he's not.
Come on, Stan.
He said it.
The Ticket Golf League I help organize. Fine. Thank you. Stan talked me down that one. The league I run.
The league I run. Stop, Jake. Jake, walk away from
I'm
it.
the commissioner. I
somehow have some sort of humility. It works. I'm telling you.
I'm getting humbled every second.
Quit while you're behind. Stan's here, though.
Stan's in the building.
And Brian. God bless them both.
Met a guy over there, walked by, he points to the deal, goes, "Hey, good luck to you guys." He's a cameraman for ESPN.
Okay.
Probably here to do the
Right
games.
now during the break.
Yeah, during the break, and then he's a Jayhawk, and he goes, "Hey, we're pulling for you, Big 8." That's what he said. I go, oh man. I go, don't get us started. I go, we could go 4 hours on this.
We could get Kelvin Sampson on to talk about it.
Oh man.
Hey, wait a second. That's pretty sweet. He said Big 8.
Big 8. He goes, hey, we're pulling for you, Big 8.
Those were the days.
Yeah.
Jake. Those were the
Better times.
Oh, simpler times.
Simpler times. For sure.
8
Very
teams.
simple.
And
regionalized.
And you drove almost to every one of them.
Jake, think about that. Think about it. Just drive to Ames, drive to Manhattan, drive to Lawrence.
Football wise, you drove to Kansas, you drove to Kansas State, you drove to Iowa State. We flew to Missouri. That was it. And who else would there be? Colorado was a fly. That was a fly also. I think there's probably about 4 hours.
Oklahoma?
Is kind of the cutoff right there. That's a fly also. Oklahoma State was a fly too.
Stillwater.
Yeah, fly.
Border.
Shortest airport you've ever. It was like you were known for. As the first thing I was told when my first year coaching, we were on a flight to Stillwater. He goes, George Darling. He goes, be careful when we land. Have all your stuff and just be buckled up for it because the runway was so short.
Is that right?
So it's like, they just lock on the brakes. Yeah,
Really?
And everyone just their faces against the front deal.
Oh man,
they've expanded
know
that now. Oh yeah, that was a big deal. Stillwater's going to be tight. With that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jake, that was some reminiscing.
I
That's
do like to
Canada.
reminisce.
Yes, Big 8.
I enjoy reminiscing.
Johnny
also.
Orr.
464-5685.
Yes. Billy
Call
Tubbs.
or text as always.
Oh, Tubbs.
By the way, you know what you missed out yesterday
Tisdale.
on the show, Sim? You missed out on one of Bill's absolute favorite couple days in Lincoln, Nebraska. Now we can't see it now because we're in Houston,
Yeah,
but
we're missing it.
people have pointed out that the jackets are all over Lincoln right now. The FFA jackets are all
I
over.
talked to several of them yesterday, but the
They're everywhere.
There's
hundreds of them.
and it's
on.
It's on, and it's a thing of beauty. There is just hundreds of youth.
Blue
out there.
corduroy?
Blue corduroy jacket. I wonder if we could say to the breakers, is there a chance for an honorary FFA jacket? I know I don't want to be.
You would like one.
I would like one. I would.
Sounds a little like Jake at this
Yeah,
point.
and I'm not going to say I run it. I'd like to wear it in support next
What are
year.
you
on
being
the show.
honored for?
And I'm not being
Why
honored.
honorary?
I'm not honored. I just want one. I want to have one of those. I didn't earn it. Or what else could I do for continuing education to be part of it? I'm still not happy with the whole system, though. I'd probably get into an argument with them.
Why?
Because FFA is no longer Future Farmers of America.
It's just FFA.
It's just
It's
FFA.
it's
It's like, what's it stand for? It's like, don't ask.
How can it not stand for anything?
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
make any sense.
It makes any sense. And it was always Future Farmers of America. Now it's just still FFA.
You can't just take away it.
Wait a second.
How dare you say
this
those
is
words?
real.
This
is
real.
serious.
This is serious.
serious.
And somebody made that decision somewhere, and I'd like to talk to them. Here's what we're going to do. We're no longer going to do Future Farmers of America. We're going to stay FFA, but we're not going to do that. Tell me where that makes
And have
sense.
the jackets
And
still.
so
also.
still wear the same blue jackets, gold embroidery, all that. So we're all going to say the same. And the tradition's the same, and the history. Should we change the name? Yeah, it's just FFA.
Let's role play.
Can you?
Let's role play.
Okay.
I like this.
You have a blue jacket on,
Yes.
and I come upon you in a hotel lobby and say,
I
"Oh,
love-
Future Farmers of America."
In my heart, no, FFA.
Really?
Yeah.
And
And you would,
why?
and you would say what? You'd
Yeah.
probably say something.
I'd
on
say
the-
no. Yeah. So
What's it stand for?
yeah.
Nothing. FFA. That's the whole point. It stands for nothing.
Future Farmers of America.
No, it was. It was a once proud organization that stood for. And then I'm talking to the youth yesterday, and they're like, "Well, yeah, it's not what it is." They're all going, and I go, "So what do you guys have today?" Well, we got agribusiness, everything was like. Sounds like farming. This sounds very much like farming because I didn't see any of them, saying that. Well, we're going to a music class or something, or we're not going to some sort of math contest today. They're all going to agra. The word agra.
Right.
Yeah, it was a big deal. So
Let's role play. Thank you for that.
Excuse me, sir.
Future Farmers of America.
Sweet. No.
Oh,
okay. How do I get one of those jackets?
You can get one.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Blue corduroy.
And I apologize for saying honorary.
No, you're
about you.
fine.
Why are you getting honored? Well, have you done ag speeches, Steve? Let me ask you that.
No,
have you been to Dairy Association? Have you been to
here.
Dairy? Have you
It was
been with
unfair.
Chris and Dairy? Have you talked to corn growers?
It was unfair.
Yeah.
You should have an honorary. Yeah,
But hold on, but those guys, you know what they are? They're all farmers, so maybe I can't do that.
Here's a good text. Someone says, FFA does not stand for Future Farmers America, and the Big Ten does not stand for 10 schools. 18 schools. Nothing makes sense anymore.
No. There's some truth to that,
names.
too.
It's just names to have names.
Yeah. There's some truth to that.
But the Big 8 had 8 schools.
Yeah, they had it right. Better times.
Better times.
Great.
That was back when it was the Future Farmers of America too. God, they've been coming in for 30 years.
Yeah, it's awesome. And they come in waves, and they're happy.
Yeah.
They're pumped up to be there. They got backpacks on. What do you got for
Someone
us,
says,
Jake?
my Clark's FFA jacket is hanging in the back of my closet. It's a little small from 1986, but I can run it down and see if you can wear it possibly.
Probably a little tight on me.
You wore my hoodie the other day. Way
As
too
a shawl.
Oh, yeah. It's like a medium. I'm trying to get – and here's the thing was it would have fit okay if I wasn't putting it over another hoodie. So when you're trying to do cotton on cotton and trying to get it over the top, it's just like – it was on air too. The fight was like it was real, but I had to do it because Jake is out there and it was 42 degrees with a high wind.
Out
and there's a high winds, and it was like I couldn't feel my hands. So I went to clap at the game. I'm like I couldn't feel my hands.
I haven't fully recovered actually.
Yeah.
Derek, he's got 2 jackets for you to try on, like brand new.
Wow,
This would
Derek.
be sweet.
Derek in a car, that is, by the way.
Okay, Derek's a
car.
great
And Grant/Durant also has an FFA jacket from back
I'm
in
so
the day.
proud of the FFA, but just that's amazing when you have 3 letters and well, what's that stand for? They're like,
what do you mean?
What do you mean?
It's just FFA.
So okay, let me ask you this. Role play with that. Steve, you're going to an NBA game. NBA, what's that stand for?
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Imagine that one.
For nothing.
Nothing. Is it National Basketball Association?
Well,
No can do on that one.
Oh, I don't know.
No, NFL, does that stand for anything? Not anymore. Not anymore.
I got the point. You can go NHL if you want.
Let's go NHL. MLB. Where do you want to stop?
Don't want to stop. Okay, we do have other games tonight. So
There was an
Nebraska,
officer.
Nebraska.
Go ahead. Sorry.
We have. There's 4 games
There is an
tonight in the
officer
Sweet
here. There's
16.
security. No, this is a real officer, guys.
It's true.
It's a real. Yeah, this could get interesting.
I'm not nervous.
No.
Whip through these.
So at 6:10 tonight on CBS, you can catch 2-seed Purdue versus 11-seed Texas in the West region.
Of all the games, that would interest me the least.
Okay.
I would, definitely. That's it. CBS for that one. Then Nebraska, of course, 6:30 on TBS. That's 6:30 Nebraska, Iowa.
TBS, Dad.
And then we have to, of course, have the late nights because it's we got to be up till midnight watching basketball. Why not? 8:45 on CBS. 1-seed Arizona against 4-seed Arkansas in the West region. And, of course, the nightcap here in Houston, a half mile from our building right now. 2-seed Houston versus 3-seed Illinois, 9:05 on TBS.
That's a game. That's a sweet game.
I mean, Nebraska fans will be very interested. Iowa fans will be very interested. Somebody's going to be interested.
Do you think Husker fans they stick around for that game till
you win the game? You stick around? I would think.
Or do they go out and party?
Yeah,
that's a question.
That's true.
I don't know. You stick around.
Some will. Not everybody goes out and party.
Jake, this is not spring break. This is
to the Elite
all of a sudden
Eight.
Belushi's not showing up here. Okay,
He might. At this point, he should probably show up.
It's not Porky's. Okay.
Not everybody gets
hammered. Some people come here to watch the game and cheer
They're
their
on
team
vacation.
with spirit.
They don't have to wake up early tomorrow. We do, but they don't have to.
Jake's everything. I guess we got to the airport. I haven't had a beer. I'm like, well, it's noon, Jake.
12:30.
Hey, I travel with 2 and they're like that.
He gets it. I only had 1 at the airport. I didn't have anything till 9:00 afterwards last night.
You don't have to explain yourself.
Thank you. I won't have to explain myself. But
got to work on those songs.
I know my Florida just up and down ratings today. So I think we all agree. Bill, Texas Purdue, least interesting game.
Why?
Of all
No,
today.
no.
Of the 4, I mean, Arkansas,
Of the 4.
Arizona.
Okay, of the 4.
Of the 4. I mean, obviously Nebraska, Iowa, for our own sake, is the number 1 of interest.
I mean, Purdue's about to advance to the Elite 8, right?
They are likely they're 7.5 point favorites. I should have had you guess. Sorry, I gave that up there.
That's right.
The storyline's pretty incredible for Purdue. If they remember now, they're a 7 seed in the Big Ten tournament. So they're not like, and I know they're preseason, but they were 7 seed for a reason.
Right.
You know, they don't hand out the seeds like they don't just shake them out of a bottle.
No.
You know, you had to earn the 7 seed.
There's a swoon.
Yes.
But they've come out of it.
Oh yeah.
They've come out of it.
You know what they did? What they do?
Rebroke.
They rebroke.
We've used that term way too
No,
much.
No, we haven't.
Not enough.
We are a horse racing show. That's what we do. We are handicappers.
Ag and horse racing.
What do you guys do?
So many times I heard Danny Coughlin say under his breath, "I'll be damned, the horse
rebroke." Standing there at Fodder Park on a Tuesday.
State Fair Park,
State
Columbus,
Fair.
Fairground.
What you would say the second game of interest though is Illinois Houston over Arkansas Arizona, right?
Real interested in that. Real interested.
Illinois Houston could be an absolute dogfight.
Real interested in
The chance of that being a 72-71 game and people get bloodied. Yeah,
I don't know how. Yeah,
that's big bodies on big bodies that have, you know, what's going to happen? He's slight built, extremely talented. Now he's playing against Houston.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. What's it going to look like? I don't have a great. If Wagler scores 6, I would understand. And he also might score 36,
right?
And I would understand. So it's not like, well, you know.
Okay, now hold on. On those two spectrums, I would swing way more
to the 6. Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know that against that defense, that swarm, that he could get 36. I think he might be in trouble in this game.
Yeah, I would tend to think he's a true freshman,
right?
Going into a home game basically for Houston. Did you guys think I would eat 2 full bagels? That would be enough. I mean, I would have to be in the ER. You guys brought down 2 full bagels.
Well, Sip grabbed 3. You already had 1. I think you wanted us all to have 1. I didn't take mine yet.
What's going on over there?
Yeah, we got a conference going. They're talking about us.
I'm not comfortable with you guys.
I'm not.
They're saying bad things about us over there.
Brian and Stan suddenly broke into
a hush
confidential conversation.
Yeah,
we couldn't be about anything.
It really could be.
What the hell was that?
We thought we could trust you guys, man. Be cool.
I mean, we're used to seeing John and McSafety over there having a conversation. like
Kissinger and Nixon. Wow. Anywho, I wonder how this game. I would pick Houston, right? I mean, that's who you should.
They are favored by 2.5 to beat Illinois. The Illini have looked incredible so far.
I'm going Illini.
Okay. Now, I keep parroting what Doc Sadler's told me about Houston. They're not very good inside scorers. I wonder how much. I mean, that's a factor against Illinois because Illinois got size.
That conversation with Doc was mid-season, right?
Yeah,
it was. So they've gotten. When we were watching them against A&M, there wasn't one part I said, I don't know if they can score enough. It's like, oh man, they look pretty good.
Right, I agree.
And their best player was just okay.
That was Kingston Fleming's.
Yeah.
Me and Bill. See, now we can talk with some authority because we watched the entire game. I thought maybe Emmanuel Sharp was their best player. On that day, yeah. Kingston Fleming's is regarded as a lottery pick.
Absolutely.
By some people.
He's very good.
So we watched the game to see, okay. And so we watched him a lot. High effort, and there was nothing I would say like, I don't know about, look at that. I don't know about that.
No.
It was just kind of an unassuming game. Now the game got away. It was over at 10 minutes. You never thought who was going to win. It was like A&M might hang in there.
Mm-hmm.
They're not going to win.
They were Houston's much better than A&M.
Yes.
Is Houston much better than
Buckyball?
Probably not. Houston. I was talking informative. I was talking to Joseph Duarte, their beat writer, yesterday, and he agreed that Houston's second 5 might be an NCAA tournament team. He said you're not. Yeah, he said you're not. He goes, that's probably not far.
I'm telling you, if you take their second 5 and you say, can we win the Atlantic 10?
Yeah,
they could
win.
They
would win.
They would win.
Yeah.
They take their second 5 and they would win that.
Yeah, that's that's
depth. Scary.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I don't know right now if you could take the second 5 from Nebraska.
No, you could.
No,
and win,
you don't.
And win the Atlantic and win the conference.
No offense to them, but they know that.
There's a couple guys from Nebraska that it would be rough to play Houston for them. But yeah, we'll worry about that. Well, hopefully we'll have to worry.
It'd be fun to worry about.
That would
wouldn't
be
it?
fun to have that conversation. Have the show tomorrow morning be celebration and preparation for the next day.
So
playing ball.
Is this 3 in a row then? Or is the middle one not this quite the difference? The most important game in the history of Nebraska basketball was the win over Troy.
That's right.
Or that game
Right.
was at that time.
Okay.
Probably.
Well,
then you have Vanderbilt.
That was
is
the
that
biggest
now
one.
is that now that was that now the biggest game?
I'd say so.
Was that the biggest
Yeah,
game?
now you're just in that realm.
In that
now
realm like
this
that.
is the
this
biggest.
is clearly not. There's been no time ever remotely that there's been a game bigger than this one.
I wouldn't think so. No,
not
because
to
it's
go
never
to, not to go to the Elite Eight.
You're
and-
playing Iowa.
and against Iowa. There's been Jake just get it's playing Iowa.
Yeah, it comes back to that. Every game now is bigger, but yeah, the Troy game takes the monkey off your back. Vanderbilt confirms that game was awesome and real. Now you're playing the next weekend. We got a 1 seed out. There's a 1 seed that's not playing, and Nebraska's still playing. Florida's done. Nebraska's not.
That's what gives you such a great chance to get where you're going.
This game
to the Final Four.
It's so much fun because when it starts, it's going to go fast because you're going to be into every play.
Oh, it's an every. We talked about that
Every
other day.
play.
Every possession.
Yeah.
It's not like going. You're not going to go like,
I'm gonna go get a pretzel.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
no, you're
Yeah.
not leaving your seat.
No.
That's the thing about this game.
No.
You will not leave your seat. Every possession, every pass,
Life or death.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Life or
sure.
death. Okay.
The way against Vanderbilt,
Or
life or death for sure. I didn't even leave the game at halftime. I stayed in my seat. I was so I couldn't
Sure.
move.
Life or death.
You guys
Yeah.
had the
You could've
conference
came- you
with
could've
Thomas, and I
could have
just
came
sat
down to the conference. The best part was we had our conference.
Tell
Thomas
me.
sat right next to him. Never even told him. Never told Jake a word that we'd met at halftime.
I had no idea until Monday you guys had a conference with hoops. Not at all.
Hoops.
Yeah, we had
He
a
left
quick
and
power.
came back.
We had to talk about the fatigue with Sam.
Right.
Bringing the ball up against Tyler
Tanner.
who was must-see TV.
Yeah. Who knew? Who knew?
Yeah.
He's
Not
very
like-
good.
Isn't it interesting that Tyler Tanner conversation? We didn't. You don't really know.
I knew
him.
he was good. I'm like, oh,
Well,
he's
he
good.
was a first-team All-SEC player.
Mhm.
We just haven't seen a lot of Vanderbilt basketball.
No one
to be
watched.
fair.
It wasn't like I said. Watched a ton of Vanderbilt.
Like he's
That's-
a regional phenomenon.
Here's the next thing I talked to Jake about. If we were playing Florida, there'll be some some people will say, "Oh yeah, I'm well aware of Florida." No, you weren't.
Mhm.
Yeah, but do you really
Not
do you
really.
really watch Florida?
Nope.
I haven't.
Nope.
The 14-game win streak, I kind of knew about
I
it.
kind of knew because
It
it
was
on radio.
It wasn't like I was just like, well, I got to get Florida tonight. You know, they got Arkansas. I can't wait to watch this. So the game against Florida be a lot of like, who's that? Who's that?
I'll tell you
And what's
something.
going on? But not in Iowa.
Pundits, you can't always trust
Oh, I agree with that.
that because when Florida was
Were you
rolling,
pointing that directly to me? It felt as if he
He's
looked
looking
at
right
me,
at Bill.
Right at me. Pundits.
Hint, wink,
Am I a
wink,
pundit?
look.
Now that I'm a pundit, you can't be trusted. Okay.
what did you hear over and over on 84 on Sirius? Florida's rolling. That's your national champion favorite. I heard that
Oh,
for about a 2-week period. I heard it over and over. And I bought it.
yeah.
And then I
did too.
saw him against Iowa. I was like, wait a second. That doesn't look like a national
Okay.
championship favorite.
No,
They don't have the guard play, number one.
it didn't look remotely close to what we watched at Houston.
No.
Watching Houston play, it was
I'll
when you're
take
watching
Houston.
that game. Yeah.
They were a soft one, Florida. And
Yeah, it was.
And Houston's a good two. You know, so there's probably a few results that tipped in Florida's favor, but you'd rather play Florida than Houston. That's for damn sure. I'm telling you that.
We played a game yesterday, Steve, of NIL. We went through the Sweet
We
16.
did. Yeah, on the show. It was
and
good.
it was 13. We felt was clearly more money than what Nebraska has.
13?
13
For
was
sure. Yeah,
more.
Nebraska's in that 4 million
two,
range.
Two that would be the same, which we felt was
Iowa.
Iowa State and Iowa.
Oh.
Or close. We think they're similar. We don't know.
I
No
don't
one
know.
really
Yeah, I
knows.
don't know.
And then, so think about that. Of the 16 teams,
Mhm.
we feel, I mean, there's some that are out of the ballpark ahead of us. We know.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like, okay, the 16 teams, that's what a good job that the staff has done and Fred has done and the chemistry
And
has
the
done.
players, yeah.
Yeah, and the players.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's part of the reason I think that tilts it, the Big Ten Coach of the Year conversation to Fred Hoiberg, in my opinion, because he did so much with, well, we'll say a $4 million roster. Now it's going up. I mean, it's it's not.
Boy, it should go
but
up.
now
They deserve it to go up.
It's going up.
But this also falls into now people are going to say they know the money. They're going to other ADs are going to be like, what if Nebraska wins and they go to the Elite Eight? Why can't we go to the Elite Eight? Look what Fred Hoiberg
Exactly.
just did with $4 million.
It's kind of like a Signetti conversation.
So I don't want to hear about it.
Right.
Oh, really? Because Nebraska didn't worry about
Right.
it.
Right.
So what's our deal?
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
a great-
Iowa State. I don't think Iowa State. Iowa's not paying a ridiculous amount of money.
I don't think
no
so.
chance.
I
Yeah,
wonder
no
about
way.
Iowa State, though. I wonder if they're
Might be. I don't know.
God, how
They
do
had
you
to take furloughs. I mean, there's no place that's more upside down financially than Iowa State.
because they pay their basketball players.
It might be, but
I don't know.
yeah,
But I know
And all the
Nebraska.
other ones we don't actually know. We took. But it's pretty easy to say Arkansas has more money than Calipari. I mean, it's probably triple what Nebraska. What do they have? What would they have? 15 million.
I want to establish Nebraska at about 4 million.
Okay.
No, I guess what I heard yesterday, Rev shares 3.5, and then tack on another million NIL, so it might be 4 or 5, which puts you probably in the middle of the Big Ten,
Mm-hmm.
lower middle.
I would think lower middle, but
Yeah, lower middle. Arkansas, 4 times. Yeah, I'd say 4 times at least.
At least.
At least.
I mean, it's the Waltons. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, it's when you have conglomerates that are backing up. The people that live in that state own the Broncos.
Yeah.
So that helps you again financially.
So yeah, Fred did a magnificent job, and I mean, but the players did a magnificent job too.
Yeah.
Staff did a magnificent job. They're getting everything out of themselves. God, they're good. I mean, they're good. That's the thing. But we established that long ago. We established pretty early in the season they're good. I mean, we had that conversation. Like, and now they're doing probably what we thought around that Michigan time,
Right.
when they pressed Michigan, and we came back to the studio and said, "Now we got to start thinking about this team more like a team that can contend for it all." If they win tonight,
They're Elite
then
Eight
you're
team.
really,
Holy
really in
crap.
that conversation, right? I mean,
And you win the next one.
Oh,
Really?
then we're going to Indy.
Well,
Then it gets serious.
Imagine us
and
in
then after
Indy.
that one,
Imagine the
you're in
finals.
championship game.
are we going to Indy?
Are we
Yeah,
going?
we're going to Indy. How could you not go to Indy? We've
I don't
gone
know.
this
I
far.
don't know if I'm going to Indy.
I'm kind of tired.
There it is. I've had no watch from the couch. The Final Four. It's fine. It's all right. When we come back, it is time for a Thursday edition of Bill's Thrills.
The Thrills.
That is live here from the Courtyard area, downtown Houston. Next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Pinnacle Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Spring is the time of new beginnings and trying new things. If you haven't tried Führer's cheese spread yet, the time is now. For parties for St. Patrick's Day and Easter, or celebrating the NCAA tournament with friends, there's no better dip to bring everyone together and celebrate something from Nebraska. Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's cheese spread. No event or party is complete without it on your table. If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
The wait is over. It's Truck Month at Anderson Ford, which means big selection and even bigger savings on Ford F-150s. Like lease a 2025 Ford F-150 for only $195 per month. The truck that's built to work hard and play hard. Another reason you'll experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1008409. Previous service letter. $195 per month for 36 months, 7,500 miles per year, 8,500 with tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 3/31/26.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Stop into Zollner Ford Beatrice for Truck Month. Check out 0% financing with approved credit on all F-150s excluding Raptor. Or save up to $11,000 off MSRP on select 2025 SDX and XLT models in stock. Check out many service specials as well. $20 rebate on the Works package or up to $50 off new brakes and rotors. Maverick, Ranger, Super Duty, F-150 or Bronco. It's Truck Month at Zollner Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
Track. Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Biggest question people have is, how do I start the process? What is the process? I want to build a new home, but I don't know what the first step is.
Bob Benish is the founder and president of Aspen Builders, online at aspenbuildersinc.com.
The first step is make an appointment. Come on into my office. Let's sit around the table. Let's talk about what you're looking for, what your needs are, what your budget might be. And let's come up with some answers on what we're going to build, where we're going to build it, and what it's going to cost. And get a house that you're going to be happy with. So now is really the time to be contacting us to get an appointment to get the job done. Once you find a good lot, let's get it reserved because there's a very limited number of lots in this town. And then start designing that floor plan that's going to be perfect for you. Next thing you know, we're moving dirt.
Make your dream home a reality and call Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Why are some people more successful? Is it talent and determination, or did they recognize an opportunity? Discover a career that lets you help families reach their financial goals as you build lasting professional relationships. One with unlimited income potential. From Modern Woodman, a leading fraternal financial services provider.
I'm Modern Woodman Regional Director Sean Erickson. Call me at 402-483-6515 to learn about career opportunities.
Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures.
Have you been looking for home technology upgrades but don't know where to turn? Online information can be contradicting and confusing. Lincoln's own experts at Dio Technologies can turn your living room into the place to watch your favorite sports. Whatever your vision is, Dio Tech is ready to make it a reality. From home theaters to outdoor entertainment spaces, they bring you along through the entire process to make sure you get exactly what you want. If you're ready to upgrade your entertainment space, visit Diotech online at diotech.net or give them a call at 402-793-5124.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
Tomorrow is about the lessons we learn today. A farmer's market teaches us that community is grown together. Kids laughing shows us how joy is easy. And coffee on the porch reminds us to savor every moment. These are the lessons that shape a tomorrow we all share. One filled with trust, good company, and wide open dreams. That's the way banking should be. And that's Pinnacle Bank. Member FDIC.
I am Harrison Arns, producer of Ticket Weeknights and Weekends right here at 93.7 The Ticket. My favorite things to do in downtown Lincoln are checking out all the local sports events, whether it's basketball, football, volleyball, or even Lincoln Stars hockey. I enjoy it all because I get to experience one of the best sports communities in the country.
This message is brought to you by the Downtown Lincoln Association and 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Grant Wister. I spent a lot of years trusting teammates to do their job so I could do mine. That's the same thing I wanted to build with Champ Roofing, a group you can just trust to handle it. Roof damage, siding, gutters, inspections, and repairs, we cover it all. Headquartered in Lincoln, but serving the whole state. Champ Roofing is your choice for premium roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit champ-roofing.com or call 402-858-7449.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you looking for a new way to put your skills to work?
I am.
Explore new options in the fintech industry.
Finance.
At Currency, a Sandhills global company. They have full-time spots in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. Also, 4.5-day work week, attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more today. And thank you once again to Carson, the Peds, Sandhills Global for making our trip to Houston for the Sweet
Jake will get
16
to see them today.
possible.
You'll be with them guys today.
Wait a second,
Yes.
what? Really?
Jake will be with the Peds in a little
I think
bit.
so. I'll talk to
Tom and Sean.
potentially.
Tom's coming.
I don't know about Tom. Sean will likely be here.
I'll text Tom now.
Sean was prominent in OKC.
Yes.
In that
Was there any
crowd
more
of 30 and 4-year-old spring breakers.
It was incredible. Yes. Also, Jake, can we hit on that a little bit on the hotel name?
In
okay.
In Tatanka.
In Tatanka.
Okay.
Yes.
So here's the situation.
We have a situation. Chance, thank you for Chance Thompson from Lynch. Got to talk to us, and he's local. And there's been a
I'd like to apologize to the people of Northeast Nebraska.
Everyone.
Tatanka. I have been missaying the casino's name. Now I was told I'm not trying
now,
to.
Jake is right
I'm not
on this.
blaming anybody
Yeah,
here.
no
I was
blaming.
told in the
Yeah.
notes how to say it.
Yeah.
But somebody locally says it is pronounced.
Chance.
It is Ohia Casino, not Ohio at
Ooh,
Tatanka.
That's pretty pretty bad.
It is bad.
That's egregious.
But I showed Bill my notes that would confirm what I said.
So Chance, if
Ohia.
you could please talk to some of the locals to
My
calm
apologies.
things. I guess it got pretty heated up there.
I bet it did.
It did.
People are throwing hands.
People at the casino, Chance was there, and they
They're
called.
not throwing hands.
People are saying
They're
her name
upset
wrong.
with you.
Yeah, they're gonna throw hands at me.
They saw Chance, and they're like, "Hey, you know the radio guys, right?" And they called Chance into a conference room, and there was about 12 of them. They said, "I don't know if this doesn't get fixed."
What?
What? I'm not sure, but. Well, I know this. I would not get my FFA jacket
Right.
for sure. But anyway, so now we have it fixed. So
one
that's
time,
good.
one more time. How do you pronounce it?
Ohia.
Yeah.
Ohiya. But again, thank you to Chance for helping us out there, and thank you to Sandhills. Sandhills.jobs. They are hiring. A lot of people. They're growing like crazy, and they've got great chances from internships to full-time gigs. And again, 4.5-day work week. You want to work at Sandhills.
Is that why we're
Yes.
here?
That's why we're here.
Yes.
Sandhills made this trip possible for the
Global.
stool.
Global.
Yes.
Global.
Yes.
They would be at the Marriott Marquis
They'd be at the Marquee. Yes, they would definitely be at the Marquee. They would have security.
with sheiks.
Yes. Yes.
Now, before we get to Pilsners,
Oil.
we have to address the situation. We had an AI picture sent in, which is not the most flattering.
Of any of us.
So, Bill looks like Alec Baldwin in this picture in the middle.
Look at Sip.
He's got his FFA jacket in there. Sip's got his GBR Sweet 16 hat, just like I do.
He looks like my friend Tim McFadden.
You guys,
Look at Bill. I don't know
and
who
I
he
got
is.
my
Yeah.
GBR hat on as well. Sweet, with our March Madness sign behind us. So thank you to whoever Brian and Lincoln sending that in on the text
Bill looks
line.
like an FFA elder.
Yes, no, it does. It's like,
He just looks
it was-
right in his jacket.
well, when we did this conference in '64 in
Let me tell you-
Hastings,
Let me tell you
Yeah.
a couple things about back in the day.
It's like an elder that addresses the
yes, the
kids
kids
before
before
every day begins.
every day begins like that. If we could all stand,
Right.
we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance.
They're church elders and FFA elders.
We'll pledge to corn, and we'll start the meeting.
Thank you. All right, it's time without
You're
further
an
ado.
elder.
Please play the intro for Bill's Thrills. Go ahead, Connor.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom
Yes.
bonanza.
Oh, yeah.
we
This
need
W
it.
bonanza, right?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. Have you seen? I sent it to you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break.
As always, Bill's Thrills sponsored by our friends at Dynert Contracting. Randy, the king of remodels for your kitchen, bathroom, whole house, and more. Please call or text Randy at 402-417-5204. Dynert Contracting. He was having a night last night, it sounded like.
he
See the
was
picture
out,
he
yeah.
sent?
Is it some
What-
casino
what-
also?
What are we
I think
talking
the world's
about?
largest
World's
casino.
casino. I didn't know that was in
in Oklahoma. I think
he's in Oklahoma. He must have driven down for that. Yes.
Yeah, he was at the WinStar Thacker in Oklahoma.
Is he on
the
en
world's
route?
biggest?
He's en route.
He's right. Yeah,
he has an Airbnb, right?
that's correct. You are correct.
He's really big into Airbnbs or VRBOs, whatever that is.
One thing to think about for tomorrow, Marty is here.
What?
Martin.
Marty Sipple's in the.
Well, he will be at 2. He's in the Tallahassee airport. He'll be here tomorrow. If you want a little guest appearance, Martin will be here.
We wouldn't put
I don't know
that
if he can. I will see.
Well, he knows where we're at. We'll be here tomorrow too.
I don't know where he's at.
Well, he knows where we're at. That's all that matters.
That's the power of phones now. That really helps us in locating other people. Yes, it's hard. It's 1964. It'd be hard.
We wouldn't know.
Didn't know. I had to try to call your room.
But he would have to get over here.
Yes.
He's probably at the Marquee.
Yeah, he's at the Marquee. Yes.
It is a cool.
What is it?
We're doing parenting tips.
Cool
today, Bill?
parenting tips. Yes, it's going to be. You'll always be robbed if you don't look for a cool job. You'll always be robbed if you don't look for a cool job. And I'm watching these 2 men, young kids, youth, at the basketball game, and it's so fun to watch. So they are the sweat patrol. They're moisture mania is what they are. So if you watch, if there's a free throw being shot, so everyone's standing and they're kind of bent over and they're sweating, obviously. And as soon as the ball then goes down to the other end, he goes out and one time they have the push shield, but most of the time they have the towel, and he's down on, but his eyes are up because he has to watch.
Like a point guard.
He has to watch if there's a steal and the ball starts coming back fast, he's got to get out. So if you watch him, he's up there and he's trying to wipe stuff down like that, but his eyes are up.
Missing spots.
Yeah, and he's in a panic mode with everything, but he's got this cool job that he sits. There's 2 of them. They sit right behind you're watching. They sit right behind the goal. The goal stand. The goal stand. They're right behind it. One guy has a little thing with a little broom. It's round.
Okay.
The other guy's the towel guy.
Yeah.
And they go out at different times. I saw the Nebraska coaches when they brought the stools out and they left, like the strength coaches and the other, like the analysts and stuff, they would point out to these guys spots where there's moisture on the floor. But the guy that does it during real time is really cool, because I have seen guys something happens quick and they have to take off and run off the court.
Oh yeah.
And so this has been practiced. This is kind of like
I bet they have to practice.
It's not. They don't just tell them. Well, what do I do? Just wipe it up if you have to. Well, when? No, you got to know. Hey,
I'd make a suggestion to OKC. Yeah. That looked like a washcloth.
Yeah.
Need a bigger towel.
Bigger towel. Need a bigger towel. And also the guy was down like in a bear crawl position. He was down with one hand right here on the cloth, one hand here, eyes up, trying to do this. Yeah. Because if something comes back, he's got to move.
Yeah.
And
here comes Wayman Tisdale.
Yeah, down the lane, get out of the way. Yeah. Imagine all of a sudden if he's on the court, there's a tremendous breakaway. Here comes Frager to win the game, and he has to jump over a guy with a towel on the floor. That would be talked about for a long time.
Yes,
rightfully so.
Yeah, imagine his friend, get out.
They're coming.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd be yelling. So today, when you won't be able to watch, if you guys are at the game live, watch the towel guys. Watch the moisture patrol.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
You were down on the floor.
It was right in front of me. It was right in front of me. I got a chance to
see a lot down there, don't you?
Yeah. It's a lot more. Yeah.
We got to get Bill a seat today.
Yeah, we're gonna work on that.
Yeah. This is our chance.
He's in the arena no matter what.
I don't think he wants to hear that.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
He wants.
Jake's left this. Jake's left this he's been very aloof on some things. I don't know if I'm going to the game.
I'll be at the game.
In an FFA jacket in my room.
Next is going to be, he's in the same city.
Yeah. Hey,
no, Bill will be in the building tonight. We all will.
He has friends from Houston. They can get him a ticket.
Where are you watching the game from?
Well, I'll be at the arena.
I know that. But like in a
we'll discuss it off the air.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right,
we'll discuss it off the air.
I didn't know that was touchy.
Well, it doesn't have to be, but
he made it touchy. Yeah, Jake,
I'll be in the building at the arena.
I'll be on press row. It's not touchy.
No, you'll be there.
Oh, dropping that. Oh, you don't even cover basketball. This is incredible.
You know where to find me at.
The number of games like at PBA. You going? I ain't going. Why would I go? I don't even cover basketball. Now all of a sudden he's just like, they start winning, man. They started winning. All of a sudden, Sip's like, oh yeah, let's go. I'll do it.
I'll make the trip.
Human interest.
Go to Oklahoma City. We'll go to Houston, maybe Indianapolis.
Maybe my best.
Now I'm like Craig Sagan.
Exactly. It's just like, what are you doing? It was my best interaction maybe ever with you as we left the arena. You're like, hey, when we go in, keep your head down, get through the lobby, because I got to get in and write. And I said, what did I say?
You said we were standing at the elevator. I was so taken aback. I didn't even know what to say.
We made it to the elevator.
He goes, what do you got to do? Write a human interest story? You were serious.
Well, here's the reason for it. It's so simple on the human interest part. That you write feature stories, and feature stories are human interest stories. That's what they are. So
I also write columns.
Yeah.
Big Sky.
Big
will
Sky.
address
Ethan
this.
Petrie,
Big Sky
former producer. Now he's covering the Iowa Hawkeyes today.
With
flies a
Montana,
plane.
with Montana football.
He can
on.
fly.
Yeah.
He flies a
He's a
Cessna.
pilot.
Yeah.
Gives us a pilot license.
I
He
like
had
that.
it at age 20.
He could have flown us down here potentially.
That would have been sweet. Hey,
What? Come on, Big Sky.
Hey, I watched Maverick again on the.
I did. I looked over. Bill was
Maverick.
watching Top Gun.
I was leaning forward to it. I'm like, come on, you can do it. Oh, I love Maverick.
I thought for a second you were watching American Made because
I just watched it. I watched it 2 weeks ago.
I thought you were watching American Made.
No, I watched. Yeah, it was awesome. You ever watch Maverick and Top Gun and think that's you?
It's autobiographical. It says about Big Sky. Bill, what was the headline again today? You remember that?
It's
about robbed.
Find a good job. You feel robbed.
Yes.
Okay.
Like that.
Yes.
And that is Bill's Thrill, sponsored by our friends at Diner Contracting. Hour 3 is next, live from the Courtyard Marriott, downtown Houston.
Iowa.
More from early break.
Iowa's in the
Ticket.
house.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Pinnacle Bank on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Concrete Industries has immediate job openings for precast production laborers and maintenance technicians. Concrete Industries offers great pay, health benefits, 401k, a wellness program, holidays, and paid time off. Apply today to earn a starting pay of $21.50 per hour plus a $1,500 hiring bonus. Concrete Industries is hiring all experience levels and offers on-the-job training. Start your career today as a precast production laborer or maintenance technician. Visit concreteindustries.com.
At CHI Health Clinic, we believe healthcare should be personal because knowing your provider personally makes appointments more comfortable, more productive, and more meaningful to your overall health. Get matched with a primary care provider based on your personality and lifestyle using CHI Health Clinic's My Provider Match. Take the survey at myprovidermatch.com to find the right provider for you. Getting healthier starts by getting personal at CHI Health Clinic.
Graham Tire presents life's greatest adventures.
Okay, buddy, here we go. Just keep your eye on the ball. All right, just swing right through it. Yeah, good job. Way to go. Hey, run it out. Okay.
Great road trips start with great service. Graham Tire, your tire store next door, with 5 convenient Lincoln locations, getting you to the places that matter most.
The wait is over. It's Truck Month at Anderson Ford, which means big selection and even bigger savings on Ford F-150s. Like lease a 2025 Ford F-150 for only $195 per month. The truck that's built to work hard and play hard. Another reason you'll experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1008409. Previous service letter. $195 per month for 36 months, 7,500 miles per year, 8,500 with tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 3/31/26.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings this spring. And you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. March's cream cheese flavor is Green Goddess. Pair it with a leprechaun latte. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe. All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you're a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and we are very excited to announce our spring sales event happening now at Coppell. We have 0% financing or up to $13,000 off select GMC and Chevrolet inventory. You heard that right, 0%. Or $13,000 off select inventory. We'd love to see you at the store or check us out online at coppellcars.com. Folks, this is really confident buying and confident driving. Stock number C127238 and G1739777 with approved credit.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, I agree. And I'd like to help. I'm your Edward Jones financial advisor, Ryan Buck. Together, we can give you long-term strategy, the attention it deserves. Contact me today at 402-483-0377. Again, that's 402-483-0377. Stop by our office at 8380 Old Cheney Road. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Wake up, Lincoln.
Good morning. Good morning.
It's great to stay up late. It's time for Early Break. Sponsored by Nebco and Anderson Ford. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I like Stone.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
And here comes a sandwich from God.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
Hey, somebody grab me a mocha quick, would you?
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 3 on a game day Thursday live in Houston, Texas. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break live from the Courtyard Marriott. Hour 3 sponsored by our friends at Nebco. Now hiring at Concrete Industries for precast production labor. Check them out at concreteindustries.com or at nebcoinc.com. Also, Anderson Ford sponsor of Hour 3, 27th and I-80 and 33rd and Yankee Hill in Lincoln. You think Mike Anderson's out here for this today?
You know, I'll reach out to Mike. I'll text him right now. I'll find out.
Should.
I imagine
Nebraska.
Mike is a lot like Big Sky. He is a very confident and professional pilot.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Wait,
absolutely.
Whoa, Mike can fly?
Oh, yeah, absolutely he can fly.
Did you know that?
Absolutely.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're
Yes.
kidding me.
Yes.
That's a wow.
You just shocked
Like
us right
Cessnas
Yes.
and fighter pilots.
In fighter
Fighter
yes.
jets.
He was asked to be in Maverick.
Wait a second.
Yes.
He does fly.
Yes, he does.
Wow. Ethan Petrick
Ethan.
Yeah.
Is it Ethan?
Ethan?
Ethan. Who goes by Ethan? It's not
Ethan is
Ethan.
Ethan. That's not even close. I mean, I get some names where it's like
Ethan.
All right.
Ethan.
Caribbean, but not Ethan.
We'll have Ethan Petrick on Big Sky next segment
And
with
we're
this
going
show.
to talk to him about Iowa.
We are, and he's wearing Montana gear because he's from. Bill is confused. Like, hang on, you're covering Iowa. You're in Montana gear. I'm confused.
Yeah.
Which I understand the confusion.
In this
from Bill.
media world, it's not. It adds up in some ways.
He's gonna go put. I think he's gonna take the Montana.
He's
jacket
going to get
off.
his eye.
There's guys
take the Montana jacket
There's
off.
guys that cover Nebraska that don't even come in the state. It's true.
Yeah.
They cover Nebraska. They don't even.
That's why your boots on the ground. That's why we've always respected you. That's why.
Not asking for respect.
Yeah, that's what that. That's why
we
when
do,
you
though.
asked if it's a reset, we found out it wasn't. Yeah, we found out that.
What's going on over there, Jake?
464-5685. Call or text as always. Now we've had some conversation over the last few weeks about the X factor of the team.
We had a Hawkeye fan take a shot at us.
Did he say go Hawks?
He did. He looks mad too. He looked like he was
that
very.
wasn't friendly.
That wasn't very friendly. No,
guy,
it wasn't.
He's
Yeah,
in a bad mood.
yeah.
He's in a bad mood at 8:30 tonight too when he loses.
I would be happy if an Iowa guy stopped by. If Iowa was sitting here, I like that. If I walked by, I'd want to talk to him and be kind of jovial, and I'd be in a good spirit. He came at us.
I felt that was an aggressive.
Sturts, do you agree? He kind of came at us.
That's an aggressive
thinks
go
you're
Hawks.
Yes. And then I watched his face from out there. He looked back at us like I thought the bird was coming. I kind of thought it was coming.
Probably,
and
I walked away with it down.
He was with his wife, and I
This
think
could get
she was.
real.
And
If she comes back, it could get
Yeah,
real.
I'm
you
gonna
gonna throw hands?
Well, I thought you would.
I'm gonna, you know what? Just
might throw
you
hands.
get down behind him on all fours, and Jake can shove him. Yeah,
We'll prepare. Yeah, it'd
Yeah.
be great. Take him down. Come back
I didn't know
here.
where you're
Get
going.
back here, Iowa
It took you a
man.
long time to think.
All right, I got it.
I got it.
There's a plan.
Now, I think I've been talking to people about the X factor for today's game.
Okay.
against
Oh,
Nebraska.
okay.
Now,
You know who it is.
Now, someone have said, think about the second game Nebraska played against Iowa in Lincoln. We saw Price Sanford get in the post against Bennett Sturts, and we did not see that wrinkle against Iowa and Iowa City. I expect to see that again today with Price. If he's getting guarded by Sturts, taking him down in the paint again, which could be an X factor in this game. Is there somebody else you think who is the X
Frager.
factor?
I think it's Frager.
Frager was not good in the second.
I know.
In the first game against Iowa, or really the second game.
Really,
either.
second game. What if Frager's good in this game? That's the X factor because he wasn't in the first two. Remember, he had
Yeah.
the bench episode.
Yes,
In the
then at
second
home.
game. He was kind of in a funk.
He was in a funk. You're right.
Right. Now, Frager's out of the funk. If it's 15-point fearless Frager, X factor.
Yep.
That's what that is.
I think the X factor is on Hoiberg 3-point shots.
Oh,
that he gets.
I
two-
like that.
That he gets two of them. He didn't take one in. He didn't take one in the Vanderbilt game. He didn't even.
No, he
attempt
did
one.
not.
So if he can hit a couple of threes, because he'll get some open looks.
I'd like to see
He'll
3
get
or 4.
he'll get open looks like that, just like Jacobson did against Iowa in the overtime. He got the reason he made. I mean, not only reason, but they were open looks.
Yep.
So if for some reason between those two guys, they have 3 threes or 4 threes, two apiece. That's huge because they're going to get open looks and for some shots.
Well, I hope they did. Remember the Iowa City game? Iowa put a stranglehold on.
And we used the word what?
Suffocated.
Was
Yeah.
the big word. When we did, there was. It
the
was
game in Lincoln was
Not-
interesting to me. It didn't look the same, right? The game in Iowa City, Nebraska had a lot of trouble at times just making passes.
Right. It was odd.
Oh no! It was suffocated. It was like, are we going to make the Big Ten tournament?
Right.
It was like that type of. It's like what's going on here? It looked like that.
The juice that Iowa showed on defense in Iowa City did not carry to Lincoln. It did not. Nebraska had an easier time scoring. That night in Iowa City Iowa played like it's like, Jake, I'm sorry, but they played like their life depended on that game.
Well,
like your life depends on this one.
Well, I'd say too. I mean, I'm not taking a shot at one person, but we have not. Jamarcus Lawrence struggled in both Iowa games as well. He played well against Michigan, and the funk kind of started against Iowa and Iowa City, and it lasted for a month. He missed the 2 free throws, of course, in Lincoln to help them force overtime, and he's played great so far through 2 games.
You could sell him as an X factor.
100%.
Yeah, I would say my X factors are Frager, Lawrence, and Sam. If Sam can crank up about 3 threes, and
2 for 3.
Yeah, that'd be good.
If they hit a couple three between, they get 9 points of threes out of Jacobson and out of Sam, because they'll possibly get some looks. I was wrong on remember I said they're going to run them off the court in Iowa, and it appeared that because my thought was when they get ahead, Iowa goes so deep into their possession clock, they can't catch up. That wasn't true because they sped the game up and they look pretty good, and that's what scares me.
Yeah, we got to talk to Ethan about that
next segment.
They've kind of evolved as a team. Like against Florida, they didn't play real slow the whole time.
And then they had enough movement. Yeah, I wasn't there. There was sometimes I'm like, it looks like a normal game to me.
Right.
Well, that's why we thought it was odd when Nebraska was up by 10 points at home. We thought they can't come back, but they started speeding things up, and Combs was attacking the lane really easily, and and
Kosh got hot.
Yeah, I think they scored quickly. Okay, they can score quickly here on this team.
Exactly.
When they have to.
Now, Fulgeris wasn't big, but Fulgeris can get you points now. They're different. They're different than the 57-52 game in Iowa City. They're
way different. I do not see that tonight. Right. I don't see a 52. 50, no, I see the game's going to be in the 70s.
I'd say this though too. I mean, so in the first two games, I think no one would push back that Kale off the bench was not great for Nebraska, but I think that he knows Iowa. He scored 15 points and had 8 rebounds the last game against Iowa in Lincoln. For someone that people thought, the moment's too big. I'm not saying that against him, but so many people said that he's playing a team he knows. He should be somewhat comfortable versus going against Florida tonight for him off the bench specifically.
Yeah, Iowa.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I think so. I think Kale. He didn't seem comfortable against Vandy.
No.
That will. I think that will change. I don't know why he wasn't comfortable against Vandy, except maybe that guard quickness. Both
it's a big moment. It's the tournament.
Yeah, it is. But I think it was more about personnel. I think it was more about Tyler Tanner, and I'm going to say his name is Miles Duke.
You got it.
The other guard who was
Duke Miles.
Duke was top 3 in the country on forced turnovers.
Yeah,
and Tanner was 30.
Yeah,
it was just a barrage of defense.
A lot of defense. Duke Miles shot the ball funny, and he hurt him from. He was terrible from distance, but man, he could defend, and I think that had a lot to do with it. Iowa's guards, I think Ethan would tell you they don't defend quite like that.
Ethan's on his phone, so we'll have to refocus.
Well, Ethan's 20-something.
Yeah, he's 20-something, so he's very into his phone.
We have a take here from Corey, who gave us a song ready earlier, 7, by the way, and Flow Rider. Thank you, Corey. He says, if Nebraska scores 70 in regulation, chalk up the W for the Big Red.
First one to 70.
What do you think, Jake?
I like that. I mean, the score against was it 73-72 against Florida?
Yes.
The Iowa won. I think 70. I could see that being the score tonight.
Yeah, I could too.
First game was in the 50s, disgusting for both teams. I don't think it'll be that low scoring of a game.
I don't see that.
But I could definitely see this being a mid-60s game. And if it gets to 70, that team should probably win in regulation.
I'd be really surprised if it finished in the 50s tonight.
Yeah, I'd be shocked.
That would favor Iowa.
That definitely 100% favors Iowa.
Yeah. The level of confusion when people walk by, they're just randomly. I would say this: if I just went down to Spring Hill Suites lobby, like in North Platte, and all of a sudden there's a radio show going on, it probably would throw me a little bit too.
It'd throw me in a good way.
Yeah, kind of. And you're in a Roebuck shirt because of your contract situation. You had to wear it, I know, because of your contract.
Contractually obligated.
Here's why I wear these Roebucks, because you can see that you don't need to iron them. You can throw them in.
That's true.
Yeah,
you can throw them. You can fold them in a travel pack, and they come out.
That's next level thinking.
And they come out really well.
I agree.
Hang them next day. It's like you ironed it.
There you go.
We have a take for the text line from Swim. Nick Sainer, Big Swim, chimes in.
Okay.
He hasn't texted.
It's about to get real.
He hasn't texted the text line since October. This is the first text.
I like this.
He says, Sam Hoiberg has only hit 2 or more threes in 7 games this season. He's attempted 4 threes in only 8 games. Let's hope this game does not rest on his 3-point shot.
What's that?
Swim's taking shots.
Had nothing to do, Swim. You missed the whole point of the whole show, that it wasn't rested on his deal like that. So once again, he has made two in a game.
Yep.
So it'd be really big if that happened.
If he hits 3, it'd be great.
Think about it. Barricade made 2 threes
that's
against
why
Vanderbilt.
Swim's not down in Houston right now.
It's just always a personal vendetta against Swim.
Vendetta.
It is a vendetta. Don't forget, Barricade hit 2 threes last game, and anything can happen.
Big.
And now, if he hits 2 threes again, hello.
Was that big?
Yeah.
Were we counting on that?
No,
not really.
not
No, we didn't go into the game going, one thing that's got to happen to beat Vandy, Berkey's got to get 2 big threes. That's got to happen.
Berkey's an important, very important player.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Boy, he has become. I mean, he's embraced his role. Jake, I think, would back me on this. When he got here, this is not what you envisioned with Berkey, right? You probably envisioned 15 a game.
I don't know about that, but more of a score than he is for sure.
Yeah. Now he's sort of an enforcer. He's gotten big, and he's got the big shoulder guy who's barking at Ty Nickel the other day.
Yeah.
And that I thought that fired the team up a little bit. He's integral, and he's huge in this game because their bigs are tough.
Does Garcia play?
I didn't play the other day. I don't. Maybe a couple minutes.
Did he play against Iowa and Lincoln or not?
Yes.
Did he?
I'm
he might have
pretty
hit a 3
sure
in
he
that game,
did.
I want to say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. He didn't play against Vandy.
Correct.
Had a bad game against Troy.
Right. Got sat down early.
Right.
Yeah, never he got close to being back in the game.
Didn't
Or maybe until
like the last minute
very
of the
end
game
when
when
the
I don't
benches were
know.
cleared.
I mean, you got a really short bench. If you're only playing 7, if you pull Garcia, you're only playing 7. So I don't know. I don't know what that. Probably dictated by game.
Yeah. Now, the game. I mean, foul situation. How is the game called? How
that's
is the
so
game?
cool.
It's massive for these two
Nobody
teams.
knows how the game's going to get called.
Massive. I mean, you know what the conversation is. If it's called tight, that helps Nebraska because they can't hold Sanford. Jeff Smith the other day brought up that point. Well, have Sanford bring up the ball. Then they can't hold him off of screens when he's trying to flow through stuff. Maybe you'll see more of that. I don't know. You saw that late against Vandy. I don't know that you'll see that a lot, but you might see it a little bit. But it would be really helpful to Nebraska, I would think, if they called the game close. If they let him go, it's
not good. No, not as good. I mean,
if it's
just all you want is consistency.
100.
That was the one thing I felt was the difference in the Vanderbilt game was that I couldn't figure out. Sometimes there was some incredibly blatant contact not called, and then some really things it
was inconsistent.
Because in the end, it seemed as if it was very much going against Nebraska.
And then
they got some calls back.
Then Fred went after the officials hard, and about 5 calls went Nebraska's
So
way.
it kind of evened itself out a little bit. I didn't walk out of the arena going, man, we were so far. No, we had some opportunities.
Ty Nickel. I just a little quick intel on Ty Nickel. One of the best. I didn't know. he hit all those threes against Nebraska.
Yes,
all those threes. One of the best players in North Carolina high school history. Had
Really?
no idea.
Yeah.
Started off at North Carolina.
I knew that.
Oh,
yeah.
I did not know
One
that.
of the best high school players in North Carolina history. I would not have guessed that, but he can shoot it.
Yeah. And the last X factor obviously will come up is going to be front ends of 1-and-1s.
Yeah,
and we had 2 of them missed.
Got to make them.
I mean, you have to be able to hit free throws and down the stretch.
100%.
Someone says you mentioned Burkhead. Someone says that's their X factor in this game. Is
Could be
Burkhead
Burkhead.
show.
Could be Burkhead.
The fact that he has had double-digit points in both tournament games. I mean, no one saw that coming. Maybe,
I like Frager.
Maybe against Troy, but you didn't see Vanderbilt him go for 10 points in that game.
I still say Frager because he wasn't much in the first.
The number one thing that Iowa's looking at right now is the resurgence of Frager.
I think so.
If I'm Iowa, I'm going.
That's concerning.
Okay, what's the difference here in these first 2 games? Non-factor, non-factor. He could be a big
100%.
factor in this game like that. That is where if you're watching it close, that's what I'm looking at.
That's what I think so.
That's what I'm looking at really close.
Yeah, and Frager seems like he can handle this moment. To me, it looked like it the other night. It's a big moment for a young guy. But
it's like it's like anyone else when you're younger, getting something early is big.
Oh, yes.
I think Price
Oh, yes.
doesn't freak out as much.
No.
If he doesn't have a basket in the first 10 minutes or whatever, he's not like pressing.
No,
It's
it
like
doesn't seem like it.
His stuff will come. It'll come. I think sometimes younger players,
They go away a little.
It goes away a little bit earlier. That you want to have things go your way.
Yeah. I like a Frager tomahawk.
Oh, off the bat?
Yeah.
Start the game off the tomahawk. Come on.
Off the tip.
That's
So
right.
you're saying, Jake,
Tip
win the
tip and toss to Frager. Tomahawk off the Here we go. The tone is set for this
Jake
game.
will faint.
I'd be done. I'd be done.
Jake went down.
Jake's down.
And
Jake is down.
30 seconds into the
Medics to 112. Medics to 112.
Albino in the aisle. Not breathing.
CPR. What happened?
Frager had a tomahawk.
He wakes up. Frager tomahawked. Did someone hit you in the back of the head? No, I just passed out. I've had 9 beers. Frager tomahawked.
By the way, shout out to Rick Frager. They drove 15 hours all day yesterday. Got here at 9 p.m. last night.
Wow, 15
Left
hours.
at 6. Listened to the whole show on the way down. 6 a.m. departure. Got here at 9. And, he's ready to roll today for the game day.
What a day that will be for them.
And now you're in the sun.
Yeah.
The sun is
fine. I like it.
Yeah, you look comfortable. You look super comfortable right now. I don't see.
You should have brought your hat down today.
I don't see any problem with that look whatsoever.
Come on, I'm fine. Feels good. The sunshine feels good.
Before we get to break, we talk about employment, very important in this world. You
Yes,
you want to have a job.
Try it out.
Well, you might need 2 or 3.
Our friend Ron at Vision Mechanical, they're doing such big work. They need a lot of people. They're hiring for journeyman plumbers and HVAC service technicians because they've got jobs lined up through the 2030s. It's 2026 right now.
They have jobs booked up like that. You're talking.
They don't need branding. They need help.
Steve, you're talking everything. You're talking retirement, insurance, you name it. They've got it all, and they've got jobs booked up. You want to see a happy wife? Right there. Start working for these guys.
Yeah, I mean, you can tell your wife and your family that I'm going to be employed for at least 7 years.
Because I can't say that. I can't say that.
I'm dated.
Yeah. Right now we're on borrowed time right now.
They have top industry wages. They got 100% paid health, disability, and life insurance, and paid holidays and vacation time. Learn more at vision-mechanical.net. Again, vision-mechanical.net. When we come back, we have the enemy in the building, formerly a friend of the stool.
Is he a friend or a foe?
Now he's a foe.
Now he's
Ethan
a foe.
Petrick covering Iowa is on the show next on Early Break the Ticket live from Houston.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Sponsored by Nepco and Anderson Ford on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At CHI Health Clinic, we believe healthcare should be personal because knowing your provider personally makes appointments more comfortable, more productive, and more meaningful to your overall health. Get matched with a primary care provider based on your personality and lifestyle using CHI Health Clinic's My Provider Match. Take the survey at myprovidermatch.com to find the right provider for you. Getting healthier starts by getting personal at CHI Health Clinic.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Good morning, Breakers. This is Scott Miller from Midwest Bank. When I recently joined Midwest Bank, I was immediately impressed by our exceptional service. My first customer made the switch from a large corporate bank and didn't have to wait in line or call a 1-800 number. We treated him like family. He now visits the bank just to say hello. While other banks go corporate, we stay Nebraska. Visit us at midwest.bank or drop by a branch today. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Member FDIC.
Looking to get a room downtown or near South Lincoln? Abe Lincoln would tell you no to the Ford Theater and yes to Lincoln Hotel. Save up to 40% off downtown Lincoln prices with a nice clean room and comfortable stay. Lincoln Hotel is locally owned and offers a day pass to the city's largest locally owned gym, Good Life Fitness. Long-term stays are available. You can learn more about pricing and book your Lincoln Hotel stay today at staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565. That's staylnk.com or call 402-600-0565.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Looking for something fun tonight? Axe throwing, local beer, and great vibes are waiting at Arbor Axe House. From casual nights out to celebrations and team events, it all starts here. Reserve a lane today at arbораxe.com. Arbor Axe House at the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work?
Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing.
And electrical.
Is it time to replace your home comfort system? Call Bryant and save money in every way. Bryant provides you with solutions that save. Save big immediately with attractive rebates, and save every day with lower operating costs. Most important, though, the systems are selected to fit you. The right system, priced right, properly installed. That's the way Bryant works for you. How much can you save? Call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing for a free estimate. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Make your next event unforgettable with Grazing Gouda, your local artists and experts in charcuterie and grazed tables. From boardrooms to ballrooms, they turn gatherings into experiences with stunning spreads of artesian cheeses, cured meats, fresh fruits, and gourmet bites. Perfect for corporate luncheons, weddings, parties, or any celebration that deserves a wow moment. They handle the details, you take the compliments. Book your graze table today at grazinggouda.com. Grazing Gouda, because every event deserves to be savored.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly sunny skies. It'll be windy, the high around 78. Tonight, a slight chance of showers, otherwise mainly cloudy and continued wind, below around 34. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return. It'll be breezy and cooler with a high near 55. I'm meteorologist Kyle Puckett for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
When something breaks, you want someone you can trust to fix it right. Empire Repair is now open in Waverly and ready to serve our community with reliable auto repair and maintenance. From routine service to bigger repairs, our team is here to keep you on the road. Stop by Empire Repair in Waverly or call 402-786-2224 to schedule your service today. Empire Repair, proud to serve Waverly.
We're on the air.
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
To more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you are in need of computer repair, one place to go in Nebraska. Nebraska's Apple Store is computer hardware just south of 70th and O in Lincoln. Go see Tripp and the team also in Kearney, Hastings, and GI. 46 years in business, computer hardware. We are joined here from Houston by a very special guest. If you are a long-term listener of the show, you might know the name in the middle of me and Sip. That is Ethan Petrick, also known as Big Sky.
If you're not watching on YouTube or wherever,
you should watch because it's the broadcast.
He looks like a young Alec Baldwin.
You do. I mean, you can't push back on that Big Sky.
Wouldn't you agree, Jake Bartecki? He's in our Jake Bartecki is
also a former producer of the show. Look at everybody's here today.
Jake is with us.
Andrew is not a former producer, but he's a fan of the show from Minden.
A young Alec Baldwin.
You gonna take that, Big Sky?
I mean, it explains why my wife probably ended up with a dog like me. So.
That's right. But look at this. Look at Ethan. Now he did. It's here. This is tough because Ethan tells me Big Sky is dead.
Big Sky is dead.
It's tough because we call him that every single day for the whole time as a producer with us.
Dead.
We can't kill Big Sky.
Yeah, it showed up the first day and it never left me until I departed the show.
Well, you're from Montana. That's why we had to call you Big Sky. And you fly planes. You fly Cessnas.
I have not flown a plane since probably the month before I joined your guys' show.
But you are capable of. You know how to run the buttons and how to do it and operate it.
That's not the way I think.
I would trust myself to run the board in the studio sooner than I would trust myself behind the yoke of a Cessna at this point.
The yoke.
See, I don't know that term. I don't know that term.
Didn't know it either.
Well, Ethan now is a graduate of UNL. I was covering Iowa for the Quad City Times, and we're happy to see you make the trip down here. We hope that for the sake of your alma mater, you're happy, and for the team that you're covering, you're not happy. I mean, it's kind of conflicting interest for you.
Yeah, I said on a radio appearance earlier in the week that as a Nebraska alum / fan, I certainly wasn't excited by what I saw on Sunday against Florida. That looked like the Iowa team clicking on all cylinders that we'd seen flashes of all year. And I don't think Nebraska's seen that Iowa team yet this year.
Okay.
They certainly looked good in Carver Hawkeye Arena, but that was a slower paced game, as you guys brought up on the last segment. And Iowa's capable of playing a different style of basketball. Now, they're still capable of playing that slow paced game. They're still capable of controlling the tempo. But what they did against Florida was something that we've only seen a couple of times this year. And if they can do that again tonight, it could be trouble for the Huskers.
All right. Here's what this question goes along with that. Starting February 11th and ending with the loss in Lincoln, Iowa lost 6 of 8. They lost 6 of 8 games. And it didn't look good for them. Then they pulled out of it. How did they pull out of it?
Well, what you saw two players kind of step up and step into their roles, get more comfortable in with the Hawkeyes, and that was Cooper Koch and Alvaro Fulgueras. Both of those two have kind of become the secondary scorer. All season in Iowa, we spent asking who's going to be the secondary scorer along Bennett Sturts. We know he's going to get 15, 20 points, even though his greatness is of question on this great broadcast.
But it has been questioned before.
He needed help. They needed to find a secondary scorer, and for the longest time, that person wasn't emerging. Tavion Banks was that guy early on. Cam Manyow could be that guy some nights, but neither of those two guys seemed like we can't rely on this consistently. And so Cooper Koch started to emerge as that guy, and Alvaro Fulgueras started to emerge as that guy. Cooper Koch is not as important in that discussion as Alvaro is. He scored, I think, 8 and 6 points against Nebraska the first 2 times. He scored 14 points in each of the 2 tournament games. They're 14 and 1 when Alvaro Fulgueras scores in double figures.
Okay.
So there's no greater bellwether for whether the Hawkeyes had a good game, played well, and won than Alvaro Fulgueras.
What I think is important, too, is to note that Bennett Sturts said in postgame when Iowa beat Florida is that the ball is supposed to go to him for the game-winning shot. He passed up to Fulgueras because I want the shot. Give me the ball. I'm going to make it. So Fulgueras has extreme confidence right now, which we have not seen the majority of this basketball season.
I don't think he ever lost his confidence, and I think that's why you're seeing the surge now. It's because he didn't lose his confidence. He never felt like, I can't score. This is a guy who felt like he could score every time we talked to him throughout the year. It's just, the ball's going in the hoop. And that was the same situation with Cooper Koch. He was pretty ineffective early in the season, couldn't hit his 3-point shot, and that's what he needs to do. But when we asked Coach McCollum what's clicking for him now, it's he was missing his shot long consistently every single time. He was missing it the same way every single time. So it was only a matter of time before he figured it out, and then he was just going to consistently make it the same way every single time.
Wow.
That's what you're seeing now.
Yeah.
So I don't think that Iowa's ever lost their confidence, and I think that's because they play so physical on the defensive end of the floor. And so they've been able to maintain their confidence even as they lost 6 of 8 to end the season. So I wouldn't say that Fulgueras' confidence was out of place in that moment. That was pretty typical. And the ball was supposed to go to Bennett Sturts, but it wasn't necessarily that he needed to take the shot. It was just, we're going to put this in the ball of our best player and our best basketball mind, and we're going to let him make the call on how to win this game. And Alvaro told him, hey, I'm gonna be open. Bennett got downhill, got around his defender, drew the Florida defender to him at the 3-point line, and he was able to get it to Alvaro. Alvaro showed basketball IQ that we haven't necessarily seen from him all year when he stepped behind the 3-point line and got that shot up and hit it. That was Iowa basketball at its best in that final 8 seconds of that game.
How much of the discussion in Iowa, in your realm this week, has been about Ben McCollum's little exchange with Todd Golden during that game?
Yeah, I think that he kind of ended the discussion before it even started when he did that courtside interview during the game and said, I think their side got a little sensitive and we were just out there playing basketball. He went over the fans. No one in Iowa was going to question what he had to say about the incident after that. And when you lose and you go and complain about a foul situation in the first quarter that ended up with techs each way and it just canceled out, you kind of look like a sore loser. So Todd Golden couldn't make a big deal out of it. Ben McCollum put a wet blanket on it immediately. So it was hardly a talking point by the second half of that game. And they already have a shirt out that says "Beware of sensitive Floridians." Ray gun shirts. They have a store in Lincoln.
They do downtown.
They have a shirt out that's already mocking Todd Golden. So not a big talking point. Certainly just something that Iowa fans can chuckle to themselves.
Now,
about.
A big talking point, obviously, which is no surprise. Again, it's the big rivalry, Nebraska-Iowa. It's still Price-Sanford is round 3. First game, he shut him down, 52 points for Nebraska. The second game, he had help from the opponents. He was pretty good in that game. But, what is the conversation still right now from the Iowa fan base regarding Price Sanford, and the fact he is your opponent tonight in the Sweet 16.
Do you remember what I texted you when
Remind me.
I said I think that Price Sanford's going to be a really good transfer for Nebraska. Last year, the underlying analytics late in the season, he started coming off the bench as the sixth man. Now, I think he started maybe 2 games for Iowa last year, and was maybe the 7th, 8th guy off the bench for most of the season. Late in the year, Fran McCaffrey started bringing him off the bench as the 6th man, and the underlying analytics exploded for that guy. He was easily their most efficient player. He was a plus player on the defensive end. He ended. I think they lost the game really big, and he still ended up like plus 20 in that game somehow. It was incredible. So he had great underlying analytics going into the season. And the moment he transferred to Nebraska, I didn't know how it was going to work out in Fred's system. I didn't know exactly that he was going to become this until the Oklahoma game in Sioux Falls this year. I was like, oh, I guess Price Sanford's going to be a thing this year. But I knew he was going to be good for Nebraska, and so I'm excited to see him, and I'm pleased to see him have success. Real nice kid. Every time I talk to him, very respectful. Same with his brother Peyton. I can't be more happy for those two to have the success that they're having with Peyton signing the NBA contract.
Yes.
And I was really disappointed to see that I've been called out for pearl clutching because I've had this take on other radio broadcasts before, but I was really disappointed with the way Iowa fans welcomed him back to Carver Hawkeye Arena. He was an individual who didn't get his shot necessarily in the starting lineup for 2 years. He was Mr. Iowa basketball. His coach left, and you can maybe pin the slightest bit amount of this blame on Coach McCollum for publicly asking, advocating for him to come back in his introductory press conference.
Yep.
But a player made his decision. You need to move on. And at that point, the best way you can stick it to a guy who's left is to beat them. And you did. So I don't think you need to say the 3-word chant. That's certainly
3-word
with a profanity involved there.
Yes.
That's the first word.
All that to say, to answer your actual question that you asked me, that's still the energy we're getting from Iowa fans, or that's still the energy I'm seeing. I think there's maybe more that are appreciative of what the Sanford family has done, and they're more bummed that ultimately it didn't work out and they weren't able to retain them. But there's certainly still a contingent that is of the 3-word chant.
Hey, Jake, we addressed the X factor for Nebraska in this game, the last segment. Is there an X factor player for Iowa?
Yeah, I wrote a case for and a case against. So basically, I wrote a case for why each team would win yesterday, and I gave 3 keys to that.
Wow.
And I think if you look at in terms of X factor, you guys went with Braden Frager.
Yes.
We did. He scored 6 points in the first 2 games against Iowa. So I think
combined.
Yes. No. It's 12 combined, 6
okay.
each.
All right.
So I think if he scores in double figures, that's certainly a Nebraska team that Iowa hasn't seen yet this year. Though I'm sure Ben McCollum will be ready for Frager at full capacity. I think the X factor for Iowa is Alvaro Fulgares for the exact same reason.
Okay.
Nebraska hasn't seen Alvaro Fulgares as he has played the last 2 games. If he can be what he was against Clemson, what he was against Florida, which is a confident shot maker who hits his threes, drives downhill with intent, and is able to play off of the gravity that Ben Sturtz has on the floor, that's going to be a situation that Nebraska hasn't exactly experienced this year. Though I'm sure Hoiberg will be ready for it.
They will,
but it'll be something that the players haven't seen yet and haven't played against yet. So it'll be new. They've only seen it on a TV screen.
I know that he was 2 for 7 against Nebraska in Lincoln, but I saw it. I mean, he does drive downhill. Oh, I saw. I'm like, why is this guy not more prominent?
Well, that's because he doesn't always remember that he can be that.
Oh boy, he's good.
That kind of slasher. He rarely drove in the first 2 months of the season. He could get his 3-point shot up pretty easily against the non-conference schedule, and he's a pretty good 3-point shooter. But he becomes that much more dangerous when you're trying to defend the drive and the 3.
I don't think people realize we're talking about a 6'11" guy, right? 6'10".
He's around there. I can't remember his exact height. I would say he plays a little bit smaller than what he's actually listed at. He's not as good of a rebounder as you'd want him to be at that size, but he's a stretch forward. Okay. He's able to stretch the floor, but he's also able to get downhill. He's not a small guy.
No.
I say he plays smaller. I should say he plays shorter because he certainly does not get pushed around like a slender individual.
And he's a Spaniard.
Yes, from Malaga, Spain.
Well, he is Ethan Petrick from the Quad City Times, formerly a early break producer back in the day. Ethan's great to see you in Houston. We hope that Iowa does not win and Nebraska does for the sake of your alma mater and for the show.
Yeah, I should clarify.
We do appreciate you being here, though.
I should clarify for anyone watching the video stream. I'm wearing the Iowa gear for Bill. I had my Montana sweatshirt on, and he seemed a little confused about where I lived and who I covered. So when put the Iowa sweatshirt on. Not an Iowa fan by any stretch of the imagination. It's a comfortable sweater. I got it for $25.
Man, well, look at this. He was a producer for us at one point.
And he brought in Lamar's Donuts every Friday because he's the man.
Now he's a guest and a very eloquent guest.
He's doing well. We like to see the rise of Big Sky, who's now dead. It's Ethan Petrick now.
Yes.
Big Sky to us
Ethan
still.
Petrick.
Thank you, Ethan. Spillover, Bill's back next on Early Break in the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch. Presented by NIPCO on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
In communities like ours, local relationships still matter. At Insight Partners, we believe we are better together. That's why insurance agencies across the Midwest have joined Insight Partners to better serve local customers and communities with all their insurance needs. From personal to commercial or specialty insurance, your local Insight Partners team is here to help protect what matters most. Insight Partners, better together. Learn more at myinspartners.com.
Where there's smoke, there's flavor, and there's plenty of it at the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market. Award-winning old world recipes made in Lincoln since 1984 with many flavors of smoked sausage and brats to choose from. The Smokehouse has something special for every season: brats and sausages for the grill, beef sticks and beef jerky for snacking, and smoked salmon, smoked turkey, or smoked hams for your holiday feast. Stop by the Smokehouse at Super Savor and Russ's Market today to fulfill your search for real flavor.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see partly sunny skies. It'll be windy with a high around 78. Tonight, a slight chance of showers, otherwise mainly cloudy and continued wind, low around 34. And tomorrow, we'll see mostly sunny skies return. It'll be breezy and cooler with a high near 55. I'm meteorologist Kyle Pluckett for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants: Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com, or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
On March 28th, get ready for a doubleheader day of volleyball. First, Baxter Arena turns green as Love Nebraska faces Love Salt Lake at 4:30 p.m. for a green out. Be sure to wear your best green outfit, bring the energy, and watch as every point builds off the crowd. Then be sure to stick around as the Creighton Blue Jays take on the Omaha Mavericks for a spring volleyball match. That means you get to experience your favorite pros and favorite college athletes all in one day. 2 matches, 1 ticket. Grab your tickets today at lovneb.com/tickets.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
There are so many realtors in Lincoln and Omaha, but don't get overwhelmed by all the no-names, plus all the different companies. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate is your go-to option, whether buying or selling residential, luxury, leasing, investment properties, or commercial property, small or large. Ben's team offers decades of experience, unbeatable customer service, and promises to fully protect your interests throughout the entire transaction. Call 402-419-6309 for all your real estate needs. Ben Bleicher with Professional Realty Group of BHHS Ambassador Real Estate.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevenson Smith Construction slams expectations.
Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Copple Chevrolet GMC, and we are very excited to announce our spring sales event happening now at Copple. We have 0% financing or up to $13,000 off select GMC and Chevrolet inventory. You heard that right, 0%. Or $13,000 off select inventory. We'd love to see you at the store or check us out online at copplecars.com. Folks, this is really confident buying and confident driving. Stock number C127238 and G173977 with approved credit.
Want to make the easy call? Call John Henry's. From leaky pipes to a broken AC, flickering lights to furnace fights, even drains and duct cleaning, we've got it handled. Plumbing, heating, air, and electrical, all under one trusted roof. Proudly serving homes across Lincoln, Omaha, and surrounding areas, and ready 24/7. Visit calljh.com or call John Henry's.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Husker fans, baseball is back in Lincoln, and it's time to get your tickets to Nebraska baseball. Catch great matchups all season long as the Huskers take on some of the top teams in the Big Ten, including Indiana, USC, and Iowa. Plus, don't miss midweek action against in-state rival Creighton and regional matchups with Kansas and Kansas State. Bring the whole family. General admission tickets start at just $10 or grab reserved seats for $15. Don't miss your chance to be part of the action this season. Get your tickets today by visiting huskers.com/tickets or by calling 1-800-8-BIG-RED.
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for Spillover, sponsored by Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One Love. Make their basket extra special with the Raising Cane's gift card for Easter. Grab one in restaurant or head to RaisingCane'sGear.com for an e-gift card that arrives digitally in minutes. Cane's makes it easy and delicious. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One Love. We have an ambulance at the or a fire.
Yeah, a fire looks like.
Is it a fire or ambulance?
It's both. It appears as if there's
coming in this door as well.
Fire rescues
see
coming
past Big Sky.
It appears as if there is someone has went down in the breakfast area. Someone has went down in the breakfast
Too much
area.
sausage.
Too much sausage.
Somebody-
Simple came with a plate of 14 sausages, and he handed them out to random people as they walk by. What did the guy in the elevator say?
Oh, you like sausage.
And 14.
Oh. We lived during the break. The fact we had two producers, Ethan here and Jake Bartecki. They're living how the fact that Sip made him get coffee from 1 to 2 times a week back at our old stomping grounds at 48th and R.
I have such respect for these two guys here, and I'm so glad that I caught a piece of it. But the old, and I don't think you guys even remember like that because you guys were gone. It got worse. It was when you guys were ever in there. As it went along, it was
the building
when we walked out of there. It was like this thing could go down at any
Yeah,
time.
the stuff was falling apart.
There was stuff. It
we
was
had a
not
power
good.
cord going across the hallway with
covered by a
You
rug.
liked that
over it.
building, though.
What?
You liked that
Oh
building.
no, I love that building. That was also the one where I wasn't really equipped to do it, but I opened up a little Actress Bakery cake. They had them all like a promotion, and they had like 50. And every day I'd go to Josh. Open up a pound cake. Every day you open one up.
Those are good pound
Oh
cakes.
God, they were good.
Now this is the building that was on 48th and R.
It's really there for a long
and
time.
you whip down that steep hill.
Right.
Yeah, it is
Very
a steep
odd.
hill. Very odd. You came in there.
If it was icy, it was dangerous.
It was dangerous.
Just be sliding around.
So those guys, Jake Bartecki and Ethan Petrick.
Ethan.
They have made their way in the world.
In the world, Nebraska and
runs
Queen as
media.
well as Quad City Times for Ethan.
Right.
He runs Iowa and he runs Nebraska media. That's
Bartecki's.
Yeah, Bartecki does that.
No. Bartecki's News Channel Nebraska.
Yes.
It's going to help
and
Bill.
KWBE also.
Yeah, he's on. He has it. We've assigned him to a task because he helped me with the task last time. He's like, I got the sheet right here.
Right.
Yeah, he's the only guy who had the sheet. One guy.
This
was Bartaki.
It's all we're all in on getting Bill a courtside seat.
I pick up. We wouldn't have known that Trev tipped the interns $20 if I wasn't courtside.
That's amazing.
I wouldn't have been able to.
Yeah, that's intel we need to have.
I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't have paid attention to the towel guys.
Right.
I wouldn't have known that if didn't happen right in front of me. I was amazed by all of it.
So
the up close thing, and I wouldn't have saw the noise signs from the Vanderbilt cheerleaders, which was probably a negative to say noise.
Okay, we got 1 minute here.
What do we got? Anybody texting in?
I need official. We're doing official prediction for this game.
Okay.
Nebraska, Iowa, 1.5 point favorites of the Huskers at 6:30 at the Toyota Center.
I feel a lot of tension. I mean, in my shoulders.
It's gotten real.
This is gonna, today it hit me when I was walking down here for the show. Okay, this is game day.
Yep.
And it's gonna be tight. It's not gonna be comfortable at all in that arena. I think Nebraska wins like by one. I don't know how it'll happen, but by one, just squeaks it out. 71-70.
Okay, Bill.
I think he nailed the score early on, so I'm going to go 73-72.
Okay, you think it's like
73-72. Nebraska on a late tip-in by Sam.
By Sam.
We saw late in the Vanderbilt game.
Yes, he gets loose on they're all attacking the glass. The ball pops out. It's not much a tip-in as much as a catch about 4 to 5 feet away and a quick put
like Kansas State.
That's right.
Like Kansas State.
That's right.
Remember Kansas State?
That's how we ended that game.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going with that one.
Okay.
But yeah, it's gonna. I anticipate a lot of lead changes also.
Oh,
I think I think the crowd ebb and flow, and I also think that the Illinois fan, the casual fan, and the casual Houston fan somewhat get into it.
Sure.
Somewhat have like, you know what, I'm here, and I'm not going to spend all my energy on this, but this is kind of fun.
Yeah.
And remember, I was very big on the number would throw them, the 4 and 9, meaning that they're going to cheer for the 9 team because they play the lesser one. Not 100% on that. They might be like, you know what, this whole Nebraska scene is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
They are the Power 5, the last team to ever win one. Now they're here. It might catch a little bit. They just say Illinois is kind of like, this got the guy from Kansas, meeting him, the old Big 8 guy. Like, we're pulling for you. Yeah. It might just be like, you know what, Houston fans might go, I don't care. We're pulling for you. Your story's better. So we might gain some traction.
I'm going to go close game, a little lower scoring, 67-65 Nebraska. So we have to, because it has to happen. We can't lose to Iowa in the Sweet 16.
Ruin your life.
Can't happen. That's it for us. The Drive is next. Thank you for joining us at the Courtyard Marriott. We'll be back here again tomorrow, and we will give you coverage from the game sponsored by our friends at Sandhills Global. The Drive is next. We'll see you.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple.